Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal!
And let's play a game together.
All right,
welcome aboard, everybody. Thank you for waiting with us through that thing.
Oh, and I
We
forgot to say I
appreciate it.
use they, them.
Oh, and I use she, her pronouns. And my good friend here.
I already said mine. I literally pointed
I know. I say.
Okay.
So, how was the hot spring?
Oh, woo. Senpai stretches his whole body while he talks. It's a little distracting and made of rippling fur, just like gently parting. And I'm just like, want to fuzz.
Yeah, I'm just
Fuzz!
so soft and muscly.
That's
It
very
was
cute.
Acceptable. What a great way to relax.
It was burning fire. My heart's on
actually,
fire.
Oh,
My pants on fire.
Oh my god. I mean, Liao is suffering from some amount of horniness.
He
is going,
is.
why are they all hot?
You know what? And I support you. If you suffer from the horn, it's okay.
It's okay, it happens.
It does happen.
Hot spring, warm.
Seems like we all liked it, myself included. I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea to go to this again sometime, as long as I can. And one of you bastards doesn't drag me off into a corner where I don't like it. Excuse me. Well,
Right. But as long as it's, actually communicated what's actually happening and there's consent involved.
Right? But there's no way I could afford that myself without Senpai's vouchers.
Alright, so you guys want to grab something to eat after all that time in the hot spring? Any of you hungry?
For me?
For me? I certainly am.
Wait a second. Didn't you say that gods never get hungry? Excuse me?
Stressed. Who cares? Let's get to it.
Get to it.
Look,
Get
he's
to
not
it.
hungry. He just wants to eat, all right?
No. Alright, goodbye. And then everyone's just...
And look at him walking on do. Look at him walking. And he's in a super hurry. Oh my god, that's so adorable.
Him, I am dignified and huge. Excuse me while I continue on. Everybody else, there goes Senpai.
Everyone else.
Honestly, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
I feel like I'm watching The Muppet Show.
Oh yeah, everyone just pops on screen. One strolling gracefully along, everyone else running back and forth screaming. Yes.
And he's a little podling, that's what he is.
Oh, God.
After talking about something to eat, we head straight to the suckling pig and the wild boar sausages they wanted earlier. For the boar sausages, I buy a flavor called magao. I'm sure, which is said to be a type of herb from the mountain.
Nice.
Leopard also asks for some barbecue, but I have to refuse him. We have too many meats already.
And I can't eat that much.
Right? Instead, I get him the meat in my pan. Instead,
God.
I get him some rice served in a bamboo tube.
It's okay.
Which actually I think I've had before, because I remember when you actually brought those foods back from China, and you actually did, I think, bring something that was like bamboo wrapped something, and I can't remember what it was. It was so good. Hi, Palm!
Hey, welcome, Palm. The
Greetings.
simping is here. The cats just ran around adorably, and we went, why are they all hot? One
They're
more
so
time.
cute. Yeah, it's funny.
Everyone hot. It's good.
So it actually is pretty good. I actually was really surprised how much I liked that stuff. Like it was a little strange in some way. Like you couldn't eat too much of it. Like it felt like it was almost sort of like just sort of builds itself on its flavor, but it was also really good.
Anyway, bamboo tube. We have too many meats already. Quietly covers own meat with shopping bag.
Puts shopping bag in front of whole body.
It's fine.
No, they will consume me. We keep walking along the old street, enjoying the sights and foods. Eventually, we make it to the end of the street as dusk takes over the sky above.
Dusk, this is mine now. It just carries it off by.
Dusk from the Keys to the Kingdom series character walks onto the screen, starts picking out the sun, kicking it away, going go away.
Goodbye, this is mine.
Goodbye, it's all mine now. The mountain is cloaked in orange, while the sky dyed lavender. That the awkward grammar.
I believe it's
is dyed lavender by the last lights of the sun.
I am so full.
Will you actually have money to be able to take care of your body after this, Senpai? Like, I really, literally don't care.
Wiggles. I mean, not completely full, but full.
No,
Pretty full.
You might die. It's fine. Yeah, I feel like I ate too much too, because we literally had to buy food food
for 4 people.
for 4
And
people.
eat it with 2.
And
Except for I had to eat food for 2 people because they ate food for themselves.
oh yeah, because Senpai refuses to eat anybody else's because he goes, nope, it's mine.
Because it tastes
Can you
hollow, stale, bleh. Like a
honestly,
bag of corn chips that's been open for a day.
I'm like, do you not roll up your corn? What is wrong with you?
Well, yeah, but the thing is you can't roll the essence back into it and keep it not stale, right?
All right,
Ah,
fine.
it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just imagining it like that stale sort of like tea flavor, where if tea's been sitting like out in the light too long and it tastes just sort of almost like dusty or dry,
no,
even
God.
when it's wet.
The one that I think of is actually like, so when you over like boil tea.
Uh-huh.
So people really, I feel like so many people dislike tea because they usually don't understand that tea, especially different kinds of tea, actually has a specific either boiling point that it goes for and also for how long you want to
They're
let it
supposed to be
stew.
Yeah, steeped.
Steeped,
I was gonna
excuse
say there's different preparations. What I learned, I eat food for everyone. Yes,
Mm.
Palm's like I could have 3 magic cat boyfriends and eat all the food for them. It would be fine.
It would be great.
It would be so
Senpai,
good.
I actually have a buddy and I would like.
Senpai, no, I will eat that food. You asked for it. I told you not to order so much for those 2 gluttons. I won't argue you on being a glutton, but I didn't force Liao to buy me anything.
I just looked cute as hell.
Pat sits there,
Poof.
puts paws up by face, makes huge cat eyes. Hey, Liao.
looks. Oh my God! It's like Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots, just
Puss in
doing that
Boots.
face of the ultimate cute face.
Bara, Puss in Boots.
He just gets down there. Would you maybe, could you, that looks really yummy.
Hugh, I'm gonna die.
He's also staring at me with the I really want that face while he says it. Alright. Boar meat is good. Liao should have more. He needs to grow tall and strong.
Yeah, it was good. It was just a lot.
It loosens pants.
Yeah, no, I actually really like black tea too. I really like a lot of teas. Honestly, like they're really
Now
good.
that I have learned in my adult age that the tea has written on its package how long to steep it.
Yes.
And if it has a desired temperature, what temperature. It's so helpful to make much better tasting tea. I used to have a roommate who was kind of a tea snob, but a tea snob in that uneducated way of going, I have all the teas and I know more about types of tea and flavors of tea than you.
Right.
But like, she didn't know much about actually cooking them, about
Oh
brewing
yeah,
them.
boiling them.
It's
yeah.
brewing them. I was gonna say, and the thing was like, so I never learned that it actually told you on the side of the package how to make them, and so a lot of it was, even though it was a very fancy tea, it was way overbrewed kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, I have learned that even really cheap teas taste wonderful if you prepare them correctly.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, like Celestial Seasonings tea, which is very popular in America, has like very clear instructions right on the side, and it's great.
It's also really funny because Celestial Seasonings actually has headquarters here in Colorado. Hey!
Yay!
Yeah, it was good. I couldn't tell its actual flavor because the Magao overpowered it, but it did have a different texture that I'm used to from pork. Honestly, like,
I've had
that might mean that it's also really bland. You never know.
It
also,
could
be
be.
just like the local way. They're like, this is how you must have the what was it, suckling pig?
Right.
Yeah.
That was actually the sausage, the boar sausage.
Oh, was that the boar sausage?
Yeah,
I'm like,
the
that
Miguel
sounds
boar
really
sausage.
good. I want to try it.
It does sound good.
It
Honestly,
sounds tasty.
sausages are really cool. So I used to work in a spice manufacturing plant, except for it was just packaging. We didn't manufacture them because obviously you grow them.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, and the thing was, is we made so many different sausage mixes, like so
Many.
different sausage mixes, and they smelled so good.
Oh.
One of them though was actually like super sage sausage seasoning.
Right.
Like it was this alliteration.
Oh god.
The thing was, is it had like sage oil, like extract of sage oil, and then like rubbed sage and ground sage.
Oh god.
But honestly, the way it balanced out with the other flavors, it just was amazing. It just killed me every time. It was just so good.
Okay, because
So
sometimes I'm
good.
like, I feel like I have a mild allergic reaction to sage, because sometimes
Oh.
people overuse it so much, or it just makes me sneeze a lot. Mostly is like where my
Okay.
reaction is to it. But the bamboo tube rice was really good, along with the suckling pig. Honestly, I don't regret eating so much.
So good. Body was so relaxed. It's like hot yoga. There was room in your stomach to stretch.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd lean against the rail of the bridge and try not to vom, and look into the deep lavender sky.
I feel like it's more like I lean over the rail of the bridge and that's sort of like pleasantly full.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yes!
We
Sorry.
love food. Food is like such a good, positive experience, especially like I feel like people make it so negative because there really is such a moral thing tied to food, and I'm just kind of like, stop being so mean to yourself.
And stop telling people that
Damn
they have
it.
to feel guilty about food. Everything works better when you just feel good about stuff. It's like, but yes, we will make you hungry. We make ourselves hungry, to be honest.
Yeah,
All right,
I
feel
think
like
every game we've played, there's at least one time where we're like, it just hits and you go,
food.
I want it.
Oh no.
I want it. Put it in my face.
Like
please.
I said, at one point, I think we'd like to torture ourselves with like a food-centric dating game,
Ah!
and just everyone would be hungry the whole
Oh.
time.
You know what has been recommended to us?
What?
We should play the Colonel Sanders dating game!
Oh my god, that would be so bad.
Woo!
Okay.
Alright, the sun returns past the horizon. It returns, so it left and then it comes
Well, the thing
back.
is yesterday it was past the horizon, and now it's past the horizon again.
Oh!
It returns.
Right, because
Right,
he
right.
can keep track of that many days.
Oh my god.
And the first few stars begin to come out and twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, shine on cats they go real far.
Oh
Instead
God.
of staying at home, I just spent a really nice day outside. Really, really nice day outside.
So good. I feel like I could just fall asleep on this railing right here. Bum.
Honestly, it's really good. That game is it actually really fun? I've heard it's really funny.
All right,
so
well, we might do that at some point then,
like
because then we can all just be hungry together and enjoy it.
yes, and also that it's very silly. Some people eat to live, and some people live to eat. By some Russian dude.
Yes!
Yes.
Said by some Russian dude.
Honestly,
some
though-
Russian dude, I can.
You're like, I feel them. I'm glad they're here with me. After all, this won't last long. One day I'm going to need to choose one of them, but I don't know.
But except for that, you also are supposed to sort of going, well, maybe I could do a couple. Very silly.
Yes, very silly.
Very silly, maybe right up our alley.
But if it's too silly, do you think the world will explode?
It's
When it
possible.
comes in contact with us, it'll just be this massive, like,
Just supernova of silly.
I just can't do that though, can I? Eventually, I just need to ask them to leave so I can focus on my studies. I'm just thinking about this too much. It's all gonna work out eventually. Hopefully. Senpai, it's getting late, and you're not wearing enough to stay out at night. Shouldn't we go home now?
He literally is just like, your body. Please take care of the
please.
body you're in.
Ah.
No, I will wear something that I think is cute and flirty and fun. You're
Ah.
going to freeze yourself.
Please.
Nah, I'm fine. Well, I guess it is getting too late to do much, though. Shops are gonna close eventually. It would be better to head home. Also going, how did we afford the meats up here after we made ourselves super poor?
We also literally complained about it too with the roast. Like, we were standing there going, the prices are enormous. We'll have to decide later to get one or the other. Yeah, all I'm saying is you're not against Polly. It's fine.
Honestly,
it's fine.
we are not against poly either. Most games just don't allow it. Still,
Aye.
we were still like, it would solve all the dragon problems in My Mystic Dragons if we could have
Yes.
just dated all of them.
I know.
Like, if we could have married the three of them and reunited the three clans, it would have been perfect, and we would have done it.
It would have been pretty good.
Headcanon somewhere in an AU, she married all three.
It would work.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
On our way back through the old street, I bought some hot spring eggs that Tiger requested. I also ended up buying a box of millet mochi for Leopard.
I am going to die. I actually charged that one on my credit card.
Hey, I guess that's my lunch for tomorrow sorted. Hey!
Okay,
we are
excellent.
starting to use foods for the next day. Because that's the big thing again, where I'm like, I'm frustrated going, stop complaining. Like, in that way, going like, please? You could save it.
My
Save
brain keeps thinking that there's gonna appear like a little wallet up in the corner and be like, do you want to make this choice? And you can or can't afford it. Because I have played so many games where you have to manage a tiny little amount of money and make choices around it. I'm just like,
And this is called You Are Butt.
I am glad though that he's finally like, I could buy food now and eat it later.
So the one thing though that I think is interesting actually though about like the introduction especially of like poly in games. While I think it's cool and it's neat to have that kind of representation, I found it sometimes to be kind of frustrating because it feels like sometimes that because it's become in some ways a little bit more acceptable, like that more people are kind of using it as an excuse for fixing basically their normal relationship problems of going like, look, see, these characters came up with it, maybe we could do it to fix our marriage. Like, and
okay,
I've been in
feel like-
relationships where that's happened.
So even since I was a kid, and we're not talking about fictional
Oh,
poly
yeah,
here,
no,
we're
we're
talking
talking
about
about
real poly, but more people being exposed to the idea through fiction.
Right.
I'll just say, there's so many people that have claimed poly, and that basically what it is we're unhappy with each other and we try and fix it with other people, which is not, in my opinion, like, some people don't say it's not real poly, but I just don't think it's a healthy way to approach relationship.
Yeah.
At any rate,
Yay!
lunch!
For tomorrow! It feels like Leopard and Tiger just keep on feeding me these days.
The only food I will ever eat now is food I have fed to them first, until I can sort this.
I'm not gonna get fat because of these two right?
I don't want to stop being cute.
Except that also I don't like that conflation of that if you eat a lot equals that you will become fat. Because we have actually got proof that for the most part, really, unless you have a specific genetic disorder, which isn't necessarily with
I was just saying, unless you have a certain physical experience, it doesn't have to be a disorder.
Okay, that's true. Like, it's just like, and some people also react differently to different kinds of foods. Like, that's why it's important to basically be aware of what your body is interested in, right? I walk into the cafeteria, ready for lunch.
I do get frustrated that they always do the fat character always eats a bunch, and I'm like, that does not translate in real life at all.
There's actually a lot of people that, yes, they look like that they are incredibly either overweight or fat for your experience, and they are also starving. But that's also like the body trying to literally take care of itself because they rarely get to eat.
Yeah, so food poverty is a thing, and it does absolutely affect things, and it's just that moral thing of going, but everyone is phobic, and so...
And also at the same time, too, you don't know if that person's on medication that isn't, like, making their body gain a massive amount of weight. So
something is
suddenly,
happening.
I notice a strange person?
Is it a person?
It's a...
Do they have horns?
Dragon?
Did that have horns?
Come on, I have to be seeing things. Is that a lizard man? That's definitely a lizard man. Okay, I know I can see spirits, and I know I should have expected to see more of them at some point, but a lizard man? No fantasy novel could prepare me to see one of those in real life, but I am not a scaly. I am a furry.
No, God.
Says, you know those annoying people that eat a lot of food and ain't getting fat? It's me. I'm the people.
It doesn't have to be annoying, though. It's just your experience. And honestly, if there wasn't shame above having one kind of body or another, it wouldn't really matter so much. Mm-hmm. Hey, Panic Attack Jack, welcome back.
Hey, me too.
Yes, go metabolism. So my first stepdad, and I'll tell you what kind of family I had. My first stepdad actually was thin as a rail. Now, for him, they attributed it to a genetic condition, but like he had like 2% body fat, and he would just eat anything and everything, and it didn't matter.
Yeah,
and
he
honestly,
had a cool...
It was really great. Like they did some statistical surveys, and there was a bunch of like they came out and they're like, okay, so doctors like who actually do treat weight. Like one of them came out and they're like, okay, look, for every single person that I treat, that I tell, metabolism bros, you are, yes. I was gonna say that they treat that is like basically overweight and they don't exercise and they eat junk food. They're like, I also treat 10 people that are not overweight and have the exact same lifestyle.
I also find it to be really frustrating that people conflate basically like weight and food a lot when it's like,
emoji,
you guys...
A specific emoji for Metabolism Bros. That'd be amazing. Wait for things that can fly.
No, like it is frustrating though because I'm like, you can have somebody who has a different metabolism, but you can also run into people who are like, I eat whatever I want, and I am actually like disgustingly unhealthy. Like, and they talk about it going like, fat does not mean you are not healthy.
Additionally,
the problem is
thin doesn't equal instantly healthy.
Health either, yeah. So no fantasy novel could prepare me to see one of those in real life.
Him. Oh my God!
Hey, tiger! You see that?
Grabs hold of tiger. Boom. Hold me. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, that? You mean the yaoguai?
Yeah.
Yeah. The yaoguai over there?
A yaoguai? A lizard yaoguai?
Lizard. Close enough. You seem to be surprised, young Padawan.
My baby? What's up?
Baby.
What? Shouldn't I be surprised? That's a lizard man. How am I supposed to see a lizard man at school? Am I supposed to be seeing a lizard man at school? Like what?
I am surprised that we haven't seen any other spirits, like just walking around in town.
And
I would expect other people to have their guardian spirits like following them or attending to them, or like those people who put like their little like statues in their cars,
right?
And you just have this giant ass like cat dragon guarding the car on the roof, staring at you as you walk by. And you're like, I will not get near that car. It's okay, bro? No one is keying that car. I won't even put a fingerprint on it. You're fine. Liao, it's normal to see yaoguai everywhere. How, honestly, have you not seen one yet? You must have been really distracted by how hot I am. Me, specifically. Just me.
Just me.
They're part of everyday life. They're extremely common. Like the most common of Pokemon, don't you know?
Wow, gotta catch 'em all. Yaoguai. Hold on. Why have you never told me this before?
Normally, yaoguai won't even get close to us. Honestly, the reason you haven't seen more people is because we're all scary AF.
Except that actually...
I mean, they avoid Cardian tigers like the plague and run like hell when they see one. You should totally ask him about it, cats. Quietly standing up with a lizard in their face. What?
What? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Commit the murder?
Where can you find one?
I-
You know what? Apparently, if you stay away from the guardian tigers, you will run into them everywhere. They are prolific.
Extremely so. I should ask him?
Hi.
Ask him?
Hi.
What? Leopard looks troubled. I can tell he doesn't want to go near the yaoguai. Now I'm a bit nervous. Why would Senpai want me to talk to him?
It's fine, Leo. I really don't think that guy's a bad yaoguai.
Oh, so there are good and bad yaoguai? Exactly like the yokai, which are not strictly demons, because demon is totally a misuse.
There's good and bad everything, except for good and bad being subjective on whether or not they cause you a problem.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, something is only bad if it causes you a problem. And that problem could be, I don't like what they're doing to other people.
A
Still,
moralizer, everybody moralizer.
He's such a moralizer.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Well, certainly. Gods and yaoguai are not entirely different after all. They both originate from the heavens and earth. Chi of varying forms.
If I were to say
He's
download one of their mating calls to my phone, make a noise.
I don't know. Lizards are usually like, bee.
Bee. Okay, so
Or that.
like
Like, they make the dumbest sound.
oh god, it's the turtle. It's the
It's
turtle,
the
babe!
turtle. It's a screaming while it's mating. You know what? Honestly, entirely possible. You might be able to summon one with a mating call. I would give it a shot.
Yes.
On the other hand, do be careful. Because I thought it was turtles, yes.
Yes.
Because if you have that mating call on your phone, but you accidentally set it as a ringtone, might happen at unexpected times.
It's true. Honestly, though, that's probably why it would be funnier if you did it as a tiny little short. Every time you got a text.
A notification? Yes. Oh my god.
So if you got notified a lot, you'd be like,
oh god. All right. Chi of varying forms. Being a god cannot. But a god, sorry, I can't read. But a god cannot be a god without their worshippers. Consequently, there are more yaoguai than gods. Because they got demoted from goddom, or can't make it up to goddom. They don't have worshippers like I have you.
Thanks? I guess?
Hi.
Why are you looking at me?
Why are you staring at me with this
Intense.
warm, affectionate face of I have you?
Okay, Zarzapan, if you do that, I'm gonna need to text you 12 things
Oh my God.
just fucking into your phone. It'll
Yes,
be
be
great.
like, okay, so this is what's going to happen when you're just walking down the street. There are absolutely some bad yaoguai. You've definitely heard about them, but most yaoguai are actually neither good nor bad. There is neutrality. Oh my god.
That would be so
Oh my god, for a party or something, you got music playing for everyone.
bad.
and
Suddenly,
suddenly-
the whole thing goes dead quiet. And he goes,
That would be like that peak comedy right there. It just cuts through whatever you're sharing, even the video you're sharing or something, and just. That would be amazing. I'm still just like, my friend here just has All Might as their ringtone, so it's fine.
It's really funny, actually. I'm like, it's great. The therapist calls you and he's like,
A phone call is here.
You're
A
like,
phone call is here. It's so good.
It's super funny.
All right,
All right.
good or bad?
Yes.
Thank you for that. That was hilarious.
I
As for this one, and I mean that one right there.
Over there.
There.
Oh my god, you found it!
Oh my god!
Yes!
Alright, well later we're gonna have to harass you with it. It'll be amazing. As for this one, I would agree that you should talk to them. It could prove interesting. If I walk up there with you, he'll be scared as fuck.
And I will prove that I am Big Daddy.
And I will puff up and be like, yes, you
Yeah.
should be.
Interesting. Granted, I'm kind of interested in him too.
Interested in him?
Him.
Shit. Do I like scalies?
I.
Oh,
What am I?
oh god.
All right, let's give this asking thing a shot. Excuse me. Hello?
Okay, so bro.
Oh, you're adorable.
You look so cute, but hold on one second. One second. Okay, we did not ask if he's in a human body or not. Did we just walk up to talk to an invisible person loudly and in charge in front of everyone? Because I need to know.
I mean, it's a little awkward.
Like, if he's not possessing anybody, then, also, he totally could be from Boku no Hero Academia because he's got the V-neck t-shirt. So many
It's
of them wear
true.
V-neck t-shirts, like, I can't not believe.
I'm kind of like, Horikoshi, do you have a thing for clavicles? I need
He
to know.
does. He loves the clavicles.
It's true.
Everybody. I walked... Oh, that's you.
That is me. That's what I was like.
You could do it.
I walked to the lizard man and attempt to greet him, trying my hardest to be welcoming.
All three cats standing behind you, tiger towering over you. Hi.
Yeah, he gives me his attention, and then a second look. Suddenly his whole body is trembling.
Yep. Hello?
He looks behind me with suspicion. I know what he's looking at. I know what he's looking at.
Can I sit here, bro? Yes, certainly. Alrighty, Liao, we can sit down.
We take the seats in front of the lizard man. Tiger is standing behind me, and I can see the leopard stand behind the lizard man.
Oh my god, we are intimidating the hell out of him. Both of them, we have you surrounded. You are flanked. You are, encased.
You have one way to escape.
That is it. And
the crab
everybody
is
is
slowly
ready.
coming in.
Huh.
He's all the more nervous for it, and I can see why. We've practically got him surrounded at this point.
Thank you for noticing that.
Well, this sucks. There goes my plan to not threaten him.
Then you should go talk to him. We will threaten him aggressively so he won't refuse to talk to you.
Hang on.
What? Oh god. So hold on, my friend has a thing.
So basically what we do is we go ahead, we pull up our phone, and we think we're being super awesome. We go to YouTube and we do a search, and then we put it out there. We push play, turn up the sound, and have it on speaker. We try to connect. Because we are an asshole. And they're just like, what is that? You're like, no, I thought you would feel comforted by the sound of your peep.
Oh my god, them, a mating call while I'm scared for my life. I don't know if I can pull up the response you're looking for while I'm in fight or flight.
What are you looking for?
Right, I'm getting mixed messages here. So, may I help you? Terror.
Sorry about this. I'm just a little curious. I wanted to ask you. I mean, are you a yaoguai?
Everyone, he's a yaoguai. 3 opinions, that's a yaoguai.
Right?
Are you a yaoguai?
You can't just ask people if they're white! I try to keep my voice down. I don't want to embarrass him, or more importantly, myself. Even though I am kind of being speciesist at the moment. It's fine.
Yes. And you are?
Oh, sorry for not introducing myself already. I'm actually just a student here, but recently I've been able to see yaoguai like yourself.
And by that, I mean I've just called the 3 cat gods with me yaoguai.
Yaoguai.
All 3 of them.
Except one of them is a yaoguai, as far as we know.
Okay, so 2 of them look at you offended. Excuse me, you called me what?
What?
What? I'm a god.
Excuse me, I am amazing. Poof. So I couldn't help but talk with you when I saw you sitting here, except that you weren't sitting. Were you sitting? I'm not actually sure if the character was sitting, going like.
The thing is they were walking, and then they went and sat down, I think, while we were discussing at length their existence.
Yum, yum, yum. Hey, has your name now? Yum, yum. I'm eating oranges, excuse me.
My friend is trying not to be too hungry to run out of the stream, so we're doing our best here.
My name is Lin Tianlao. Tianlao. Nice to meet you.
I'm Yan Shiqi. Nice to meet you too. And these 2 gentlemen are? I'm a guardian tiger of Mazu. You may consider me as a guardian of Liao.
As only a guardian, not the guardian. Guardian Tiger, you have decided to change your status. What happened?
I think it's probably just a colloquial context thing.
If
For
possible.
you, I am the guardian. For him, I am a guardian.
Just so
he
you know.
hasn't unlocked that level of intimacy yet.
Ooh, that's how it works.
Also, just going, that extremely serious face of I stare you down. I am this thing.
Right.
Lizard. Okay!
I see!
Yes!
You are correct! Woo! Aye.
Likula.
Aye.
I see. As you know, I'm a yaoguai. I don't believe my human name is important, so you are possessing someone.
I don't agree with you either. I don't believe my human name is important. I think it's actually pretty important.
could be really important. If you're a person that I know and I just can't recognize you because now you look like a hot lizard, I would like to know. I love the glasses, though. The glasses are sending me. That they're rearranged for his specific lizard face.
Honestly, it's pretty cute.
Like, that is freaking adorable. And I'm like, how does that work in translation to his regular, like, human glasses?
Also, I am super entertained, so I learned something fun.
Okay.
So, with the positions of animals' eyes on their faces, you actually can determine whether or not they are predator or they are more likely to be a prey animal.
Largely.
That's what I said. Like, you can determine that. Like, it's not all cases, but on average, you're having more predator animals with their eyes facing forward. So, like, when you're a human person, right? You look into a mirror and you see your eyes facing forward, you are typically considered to be a more active, basically, predator or active animal, right? And then if you have more to the side, so you're scanning typically more often for basically things that are going to come out and attack you, that is considered to be basically more of a prey animal characteristic. So this guy, honestly, to me, is more like prey looking, and I've been kind of giggling about it while I've been looking and going, you are like, don't eat me.
See, and as far as I knew, that was really only true in mammals, more than others. But like, there is definitely if your eyes are forward, you're a predator.
Except for and that's kind of true. I guess
it's not always prey on the sides because of course sharks have them on the sides.
But I like somebody going off about the fact
dragon
that Smaug is basically more of a prey orientation. So actually, they're like, what eats Smaug the dragon from The Hobbit?
Right, and that was basically the question of going, if you use this sort of idea of you have a much wider field of vision if you're prey, then what eats the huge ass dragon?
Right?
All right, is important. My pseudonym is Randolph. I'm an artist.
Not an artist? Are you a furry?
Do you do furry art?
Do you do furry art?
Can I commission you? Good job, Leo. Not asking for free art. Professionally offering to hire them. Good job. Right. I came here today to visit a professor of history at this college.
So you're a yaoguai artist who has come to visit a professor at my college. Okay.
Confirms all the information he's just learned. Did I miss anything? Yes. Does it seem strange?
Part of my praise is like, so one of the reasons I've been like, you seem sort of weirdly like, you're this weird exotic thing and I'm gonna treat you like you're, like, in a way that, like, you're not a person. Like, I'm like, does that seem strange? Yes, because Liao is a dingbat. Liao is kind of rude, actually.
He's basically just going, I don't understand anything right now. All of them.
Wow.
They're super common and appear everywhere. Ubiquitous throughout society. You are a unique snowflake. What are you doing?
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of my mom.
Oh,
my mom, who's just like, oh yes, I know also the Muslim peoples. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, woman, put your racism on the back burner for once.
Strange? Stressed out a little bit. Like, you've got me surrounded and now you're questioning my motives?
It does. I didn't mean that. It was rude of me to come up and disturb you like this. I'm so sorry. I saw that what I had said had made him visibly nervous, so I tried to apologize as best as I can. I've just got to think about how this would be for him. We just show up all of a sudden, surround him, and then ask him whether he's a yaoguai. That's pretty forward of us and really kind of racist, actually.
Hi. Hi. Are you Polynesian?
And also, like, you surround the person, and you're like, this is all I care about.
I bring me and my squad up and immediately ask your, ethnic background. Hi! If you will. Species background in this case, potentially, depending on how you spirit things.
Right?
Is okay. Please don't mind. I like talking with people.
So, why did you choose to become an artist? It seems like that's special for a yaoguai.
Which I know nothing about in this moment.
I was about to say! I'm like, what are you talking about? Leo, you had no, access
That
to
sounds special. It's like the, My Octopus Teacher, that documentary of going, this octopus seems really special. Finds out it's a common octopus.
No, they're unique and amazing.
This octopus is so distinctive.
Oh my god. Alright, so yeah, if you guys want to watch something that's actually really fun, go look up a YouTuber by the name of Maggie, M-A-G-G-I-E. Then May, M-A-E, and then Fish. And she has this thing going true, like it's like a true subversive horror masterpiece is my octopus teacher or whatever the heck it is. And it's really funny because she does a breakdown of this Netflix documentary, which is honestly not like any documentary I've ever heard of because it literally has no educational purpose at all. It's just some sort of dude's weird journey obsessing over. I know.
Plenty of documentaries like that.
No, I know, but that I totally am. I've watched that. I've watched a ton of
you said I haven't seen this kind before. I've seen that kind before.
Like, I haven't seen that level of, like, weird depravity of, like, yeah, because I haven't watched them a lot recently.
That's okay.
Like, I used to watch them a lot more when I was younger. But
anyway,
it's really
so
funny.
she breaks it down. She's hilarious, and it's really, really insightful in a really dark way.
Yes.
I never thought about meeting a medium with guardian tigers in a college either. And the gentleman behind me? I'm not sure who he is, but I can feel that he's a very powerful spirit. It might be time for introductions. Casually looks over shoulder. No?
Hi. No, of course. My family is the Jitong family. We've served guardian tigers for generations. Hang on. So you're serving the guard...
As their priest, in their temple.
Right, except the guardian tigers are also gods, so,
They're also protecting you while you serve them.
Right? The man behind me is the guardian tiger who has come with me to Taipei all the way from my hometown. Or I should say he came along with the statue I brought to Taipei. The other guy behind you is the one who opened my eye to all of this. He's a spirit from the Rukai tribe who wanted my help, so he gave me this ability. I'm not exactly sure why, and we really haven't asked any intensive questions, and it's a little sus, but, okay.
And he didn't necessarily give me this ability so much as he heightened my spiritual power, hoping I would achieve this ability. You can do it.
I can do it. Since then, I've been able to see all these gods. And I guess yaoguai like yourself. Finally, this is my senpai. He's a leopard cat guardian tiger who also wants my help to rejuvenate his temple in Miaoli.
Miaoli.
Meow.
Miaoli.
Meow.
A leopard cat guardian tiger. You would have to be a yaoguai once, yes? Yeah. I wasn't lucky enough to escape from my fudigang. Terrible, huh? It doesn't seem to have been such a bad thing if you became an orthodox god out of it.
You had a good benefit then.
Yeah, like that is a respectable position. You have a good job and you have a good position. You've done well. However, you just mentioned something about rejuvenating the temple, so I guess your god of soil is losing his power, yes? That may explain why you still smell like a yaoguai. He flares nostrils gently. I can't feel much spiritual power from you at all. Honestly, you seem weak, bro. Do you even lift? Oh,
excuse me, bro.
Leopard cat.
Well, compared to him, no.
I am worried about it, but Liao isn't helping me.
I'm gonna literally whine to this person
to a
in
total
front
stranger.
of you. Yes, excellent. Sounds like Leopard Cat.
Isn't he just a college student? Why him?
I briefly explained to Randolph why all three of them want my help specifically. Like,
you are waiting to dump. Okay, so this behavior of that thing just suggests I have had all this on my mind. I have had all this on my plate. I have wanted to share this so bad. Total stranger in front of me asks one relevant question, and I vom 2 hours worth of story at him.
Person, you sound a little traumatized.
I
have to say, whoa.
A lot of info dump, sir. It seems like your child human that you have chosen is a little traumatized by this experience.
Whoa.
All of them, what? No, he's fine. We take good care of him. Every one of them defensive. Poof.
No, we love poof.
We love him.
So that's it. I'm not saying that I don't want to help them, but I can't just drop school for that.
It did literally switch scenes to show time lapse. You just talked to him for a long ass time.
Was actually kind of funny.
That's amazing.
And to be honest, I'm not interested in becoming a priest.
You already are a priest. You're mine.
You say that so innocently. Why? Why? God, why am I so horny? I am a member of the dance club here, and I want to pursue a career where I can use my talent. Don't look at me, new person. I said nothing. Nothing?
Nobody.
Nothing.
At all.
No one.
It's fine.
But these three kind of put a spanner in the work. You put a spanner. Wow.
Yeah, that's a wrench.
No, I know, but like usually I hear wrench, not spanner. That's
true.
More specific.
It is more specific. A spanner is this particular sort of wrench variety.
It's true. It's hard enough as it is to make a living by dancing. And I have to keep up on school at the moment. And
Do you actually make a living by dancing is what I want to
I was
know.
actually going to be
Like, are you currently pulling money for it?
Since
On the weekends, when he's not normally hanging out with them, he's like, I do. I just drill on my computer until it hits basically street performance time. Then I go out, put out my hat, and dance.
And I look amazing.
It's great.
I look amazing! It's not possible for me to get up and have a 2-year break. That sounds like a lot of not being around my computer. Honestly, it's really been stressing me out.
It also sounds like a whole lot of I could never, ever tend to myself because I'd be under surveillance constantly. I can see why you're so troubled. Looks meaningfully at your other cats as he is also dead. However, do you really know the details about the request?
Nope.
How deeply have you looked into this? Have you tried to make a plan? If it's something you are dedicated to fixing, even if it's something you can't make go away without doing anything, what do you know?
Details? I mean, sure, I asked about them, but how much could there be to it?
Him.
This isn't complex. They're big old kitty cats, and they have gray hands in them.
And they have big, sexy abs and pecs and arms and they're soft. Let's see about the soft.
This is all I care about. Soft.
It's fine.
Priest, oracle, Jitong, whatever. They're all people who represent the wills of gods in society. So I can communicate with spirits. Sure, that's often awesome, but being the go-to guy for, hey, I want to talk to the gods, isn't awesome after a while.
I am not an owl.
Stop sending me around!
What it is you are now an email service. Hey, could you tell the god this? Hey, could you ask the god this? Hey, I want the god to know this. They can hear you. Oh, are they here now?
Yes.
Okay, could you tell me where they are so I can look at them?
Could you please tell them that I think about them a lot?
Yeah.
Alone?
Oh my god.
This is like feel Christ inside of you.
Yes! It's like, I consume the body of Christ. I'd like to consume the body of this god with my
I would
body.
like to request to consume the body of Christ for $250.
Oh my god. I'd like to solve the puzzle. Oh,
Right? Even if I get to have all these cute guys living with me, so I really don't think of them also as gods, which might be a little insulting, because if that's all you're kind of thinking about, but it could be a complex scenario, because, well, I mean, I'm both horny and spiritual, except I'm also lacking.
But I've been trying to get away from spiritual oppression, so I'm mostly horny.
Mostly horny.
And busy.
And also busy with school. I don't want a life steeped in the history of my ancestors. I am my own person.
So,
Ah!
you seem a little distressed. Maybe take it down a notch. Just relax. And,
Unclench your butt cheeks.
you know what? Stop clenching your jaw, relax your shoulders, breathe deep.
Oh yeah, stop. Everybody just breathe.
So, have you considered any alternative ways, such as what the narrators have suggested with, some of them could fix their own problems?
You know, something like R&B instead of your usual.
Instead of your fusion dance.
Right?
That's a lot to put in a Tinder. Yes!
Yes!
Hi. Just super horn, but not too spiritual, but really was focused on school. 9-inch dicks and pics.
God. Woo! Alright! Alternative ways? Like, not doggy style? Wait.
Oh, God. You mean non-penetrative? Yes, try some kink, bro. Try some.
Try some, please.
Just put the tiger in some leather, and you can learn some things, okay? Alright, you're still at school, so you don't have time. However, it doesn't mean that you can't help them at all. For real.
Maybe, but how? I'm gonna have this conversation with you like none of them are here, and they will not have conversations around me. It's all
of them will sit and
about
listen, going,
me.
none of the three of us have any ideas either, except for drag him along with us on our particular desires.
Yeah.
How is it that you, different than our 4-5 brains put together, actually have ideas that we haven't thought of?
Shocking!
Even though none of us have talked about this at all.
Like, really, we have very little communication going on.
I kind of love the idea that he's calling that out, though, because so many of these games, or like romance stories in general, just extend themselves out forever by lack of communication. And this individual's like, well, have you tried communicating? All of them? What? Huh? Three big cats, surprise Pikachu face. Huh?
But maybe. But how? Randolph, you take your mouth.
You have.
And you
words.
open and close in sync with air and your vocal cords. and make
Do you
sounds
really
and
need the
vibrations.
instructions on how to speak?
Do you need help speaking?
I believe you'll find a way. I can't actually give you any real suggestions. I'm going to act like a mentor and tell you you should think about doing something differently than what you've already thought about.
That'd be fine.
I doubt they would want to bother you after you solve their problems. None of them will be... what you hear is, none of them will be interested in you once you solve their issues. They won't be wanted anymore? At all?
But I like the tension.
The only thing I'm wanted for is my problem-solving abilities? That's a little sad, honestly.
Well, honestly, also, like, I am only validated by people wanting me. This is all the entirety of my experience. I am not healthy, but it's okay.
And if I'm only wanted by people wanting to problem solve, do I have any real value? Bah! Well said. Hurry up and drive them away so you can come back home, Liao.
Okay.
I don't think that's what I said. It's not that easy. You can't just give up and leave me halfway. I hate a tease. Okay, I love a tease, but not a tease that doesn't pay off, okay?
Like, please.
Ah.
Flirting is great.
Flirting is great, but eventually you want it to go somewhere. Liao goes to Bhutan.
I love the thing all they take out of this is going like, yeah, you should improve communication. Everybody, what's that? Liao might kick one of us out. You should kick everyone else out, not me. Like, that's all I want to comment
Like,
on.
he's really like, you should just communicate about this and think about alternative problem solving. Them. Do exactly what I told you in the beginning. That's problem solving.
Yay! You. Reiteration. Right. This is all they
this
care
dragon
about.
sitting here going,
See?
Right.
It just ends up like this. No one will literally talk to me about anything, even when I talk about it in front of them. Do you know how weird that is? Actually, I am deliberately doing this.
Right
and
now.
they will not speak a word.
The matter is that only two people can be in this conversation unless it's to backtrack.
Or look hot. That's it.
I may have been too optimistic. It seems this is not something I can judge. I do apologize for my irresponsible words. None of you have any more ideas. You are a terrifying, huge predator. If that is the only way you say you can solve it, that is clearly the only way. At all, I agree. Yes, I agree with Guardian Tiger because he could eat me.
Right.
Therefore, no pressure. He's right.
You got it. No, please don't. Talking to you is helping me think, and I appreciate it. Please,
Because normally, all of my brain is in anxiety or boner, and neither of those are helping me with this problem.
This is not conducive to problem solving. It
Maybe
may
you
be
should
hard,
take care of one of those two things.
but it might not be soft. But there's got to be some way out. Even if there isn't, I have to try anyway. I need to try and work this out.
Okay.
By talking to a guy who literally doesn't know what's going on, and he keeps going, you should be talking to them, not me. And all they do is go, this thing. So I just be like, in the end, you just go, look, if none of you guys are going to explain to me anything further, Liao just dump them all.
Also, additionally, something that he hasn't considered that would be entirely possible would be finding someone who wants more spirituality in their life, saddling them with your guardian spirit, and sending them, yes, they can't understand you, but you still, as a spirit, should be able to lead them, and they are willing to go with you. Additionally, since all of you can theoretically possess someone, you can literally proof of concept that I have given them a spirit by possessing them to show them it is true.
I was about to say, also, you could just basically use whatever body you've possessed now and go get worship that way by basically supporting yourself. I think we actually talked about
We
this
have
before.
still argued that.
Yeah,
with,
I'm like, I don't understand.
Leopard
They're like,
Cat.
no, but only you. And you're kind of like, I'm gonna die.
They don't literally need to see you. Oh my god, you can possess a body.
It's fine.
I mean, I don't want to advocate body possession. Never mind. Forget that. Autonomy is important. Shit.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Which is why I said consenting host. Consenting host.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It may be hard. There's got to be some way out. Even if there isn't, I have to try anyways. I need to try and work this out. Thanks. I'm surprised to talk to such a polite...
That sounds so condescending. He really is. Like, there are good ones, bad ones, and neutral ones. Basically, they're just people. No specific distinction at all. They're as diverse as anyone else. You're such a specifically polite yaoguai. Not like...
Liao? You sound a little racist.
Like, Liao?
Jesus.
Liao? Why are you saying it like this?
Wow.
Because, like, such a specifically polite Asian person. Such a specifically polite Chinese individual. Like, oh my god, that sounds terrible. Change the context.
You sound like my mom.
I'm surprised to talk to such a polite African American like you. Like, This would be what you're saying.
I would have totally voted for Obama 3 times.
Oh my god. I like it's this sentence is awkward, by the way. Liao, bro.
Whoa, but like you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. Thank you for fucking noticing.
Oh
Jesus.
my god. It's alright. I am used to racists. Oh, I do treat myself as a special case.
Very special.
Aye.
So, are there other yaoguai like you living amongst you?
I literally do not trust any of the 3 cats with me.
They're
period.
Like,
all 3 of them. Why do you not believe us, Guardian Tiger? He doesn't trust me. No. Stressed out, turns into a sad chibi on the floor.
Why are we having the same... Okay, game? Writers? Why are we having the same
That is my
iteration
question
of the
here.
conversation
Go in.
here?
Are we trying to demonstrate that Liao literally does not trust or believe the cats with him?
Which could be a point.
Which could be what they're trying to do in character exposition.
Right.
Otherwise, are they thinking that we didn't catch it the first time? Because at this point, it really does feel like they're running in through the exact same thing again, and that Liao either didn't catch it the first time, or he literally is going, I want to confirm with you because I don't believe their reports. And then what is that supposed to be telling us about him? That not only does he not want to work with them, but he doesn't trust them either?
But also at the same time, too, this feels sort of weird that he would even bring it up, because you could argue that he's under duress.
Yeah.
You've got 3 fucking other spirits that look like they could be basically like, I could fuck you up if you make me mad.
And one of them
You
is
know?
specifically your sort of mortal enemy, if you will.
Yeah, and you're like, what are you doing? Like, this doesn't sound like this is an awkward conversation.
Actually, there are many of them. Some of them good, some of them bad. I was not eavesdropping on you at all, so I don't know you've already covered this.
Right.
After all, isn't the same thing true with humans? Are you not diverse and have your own personalities?
Like, you know, they're just really?
But frankly speaking, sometimes I find other yaoguai are annoying.
You know, like other people are annoying. It's fine.
What I'm getting over and over again is that yaoguai are as diverse as and like people.
Aha!
I get it. All right.
Are yaoguai aggressive to each other?
Hey, do you have ethnically specific violence amongst your group? Oh my god.
This is really awkward.
Is it like white on white crime? Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Forgive
this
me.
is
I'm
so
like,
bad.
This is so
This
awkward.
is really bad.
Well, yaoguai from the same species are usually fine, but typically we don't like yaoguai from other species.
Oh my
I
god.
judge furries. I judge featheries. I judge.
I don't remember what they
the
actually
fishies.
call. The fishies. The amphibians. Aye.
Most of us have a strong sense of territory, but it's pretty common for yaoguai to mingle within cities. You have to get along a little bit in the common spaces, you know?
Right. Okay, so are we having like a Beastars thing where they're actually kind of like, look, they are actually like more likely to have basically animal characteristics, or what we have determined, because a lot of people look at stuff from a human perspective, right?
Right.
To be animal characteristics, and you go, okay, so they do actually interact on this level, and that does mean they can attack and eat each other. Like, that is different. Or we try to do the weird Zootopia pseudo-racism that doesn't actually... that gets a
or
mixed
is it simply
message.
a level of going, if the animals that they represent don't like each other in real life,
Right.
then they don't like each other in spirit life.
I guess.
Territory, but to mingle within the cities. Smarter yaoguai. Smarter yaoguai are the ones who have learned to keep their business to themselves.
I can't tell
Like
if
myself.
this is strange exposition dump or what. Like, this
I'm
feels
not sure
odd.
either. This feels really unusual. Also, again, like, this person is under duress, and so he could just be like, you keep asking questions, but I'm surprised Liao is asking those specific questions, again, unless we're supposed to be going, he doesn't trust the cats with him.
Right?
But the one ambition...
The ones with
What
him.
ambition are the ones who cause trouble. But not me, even though I have ambition to be an artist. Not me.
Aha.
They're mostly taken care of by the gods and other more powerful yaoguai.
But ambition to do what exactly
And that's
is
what I mean.
I would like
Ambition
to know.
generically going, you're ambitious, you're an artist, right? Him, it's not that kind of ambition.
They're taken care of.
Oh, we eat them. Oh.
So does that mean most yaoguai in the city are good? Oh my god.
Alright, why
This
are
is
we digging
really
into
awkward.
This so hard?
This is unless again, all we're trying to do is just push that, like, you shouldn't be trusting 2 of them. Like, you could vaguely more trust your Han god basically more, but both Likulao and the actual yaoguai, you should be going, giving you the stink eye.
I don't know.
Aye.
It depends on your perspective. To me, they just don't want any trouble. So they get along the way many people do in social circumstances, like as a school, for example.
Oh.
You just don't all fight each other all the time because you're here for a common purpose, you know? Things don't always go that easy, of course. Sometimes new ones are born, other times they might just come here to cause trouble. It's all maintained on a shifting balance. The way, you know, you have a human crime rate, right?
Oh.
Sometimes people don't get along, even though usually they do.
Because, you know, they're having crime over a lack of resources.
Oh, I don't know why they have the crime. I just say that it is there.
It is the crime, it happened.
But if something big happens, it's usually because of the temples. So, you know, fighting over resources, like you said, yeah.
Oh. I guess that's why some people still hold on to these traditional beliefs.
Occasionally things explode near the temples.
Right? People go to temples now for blessings of fortune, better luck, or just to pass on their next exam. I wonder if it's because of yaoguai we seek these things in life, or maybe it's just because of them we have these problems in the first place.
Oh, wow. Going,
That's...
you might solve it, or you might just cause it, and that's why we go looking for a solution. Holy crap!
And I will apologize up front. This could also be a cultural context thing that I'm not understanding, or was it necessarily translated in a way that I can access very well? And also, we're not spending an obsessive amount of time in the glossary trying to pick through it, so we could be being insensitive totally. So
alright, well, let's see if we can get through this, shall we?
Yeah. Besides, I have a lot of questions I want to ask Randolph, but I don't know where to start. So, why did you choose to become an artist? You seem pretty unique for a yaoguai. Because you literally...
You don't know
Do you
about
know?
I mean, like, everyone has just said over and over again, we do lots of things. We're very different. We're much like you.
I'm so tired. Okay, it's fine. You seem pretty unique for a yaoguai.
I think this is just a little bit of exotification of going, wow, you're so interesting. You're so different. You're so unusual. I'm literally the most common type of yaoguai there is. I'm glad you are impressed.
It's okay.
It's just a coincidence. I was helping a friend. At the time, he needed an artist. I filled the bill. Oh, voluntary possession. That sounds like voluntary possession.
Wait, how do you engage in that, then?
If you go to the shrine and you pray, dear God, please give me the talent of an artist. As a yaoguai, you might just interpret that of, I can give you the talent of an artist.
Sure, okay.
It has been too long since then, and the mask of the artist has become my own face. And then you slowly ate him without meaning to.
Was this friend of yours a yaoguai as well?
Oh, actually.
Wait. What?
Now I am confused. Now it is more like someone I knew needed an artist, so I became an artist to help him, and now I actually love being an artist. That's what I'm hearing instead now.
But you also then possessed a person?
We still don't know if he actually has a person body. It's never been confirmed or denied.
Yes. So you joined human society to help that friend. What happened to your old life?
So
now
you
I'm
did
lost.
possess a human body, because that's the only way to join human society. So whose body do you have, bro? I want to know.
Excuse me? What?
I was living amongst humans back then too. The energy I need is special, and I could get more by getting close to humans.
Here, tell me intimate details about your life and your culture.
If I wasn't terrified by your good guardian tiger here, I could get close to humans.
I get empowered by people commissioning me to draw porn.
Also by just, sex, because no bones about it.
Right?
Many
bones.
Many bones. You could say there were mutual benefits between us.
I have always wanted to be like Michelangelo and have a patron who takes care of me, and it'll be great. And I draw as many gay men as I want to in naked bodies. I love it. Yes!
Even the women are men in my drawings. So.
But, wow, dig it on Michelangelo. God, that bird. Do you think it's too early or too late?
Is it too soon? Too raw? Too soon?
Too soon?
I don't know what he's describing here going.
Mutual.
So what you're saying is you have a human body, and it's benefiting the body and you because you're super close to a human inside the body?
Right. Mutual benefits? What kind of benefits?
By living in a human community, it's easier for me to get emotions directly. People are feeling things all the time. After all, I live by consuming the emotions of people.
I'm a vampire. It's fine.
Please, don't worry. I am too full now to consider eating yours. Okay, consider for a moment. When you cannot handle any more stimulus and you are dissociating off into the world and cannot feel anything, it's because a yaoguai came by and ate all your emotions.
Or what it is actually you could use an yaoguai as like a great therapist for somebody who's like, I'm really numb because I feel too much, so I shut down. And so you have a yaoguai who goes, hey, I work as a therapist in order to basically eat those emotions so you can basically
I will eat the overwhelm.
Yeah, which would be great.
I just be ready for a Renaissance dance battle.
Yes! I would be into it. It'd be fine.
It would be amazing.
Yes!
All right. I do consider eating yours.
Emotions? I mean, sure, you can get a lot in the city, but isn't that more dangerous for you?
How so? I mean, I worried about it at the very beginning. However, other yaoguai won't bother you if you just live like a human. Did I not say that generally it is a place of just social cooperation where rarely things go wrong? I assume you think we are very
We're talking
violent.
about the definition of a society. Here we go.
Yeah, so you are not understanding that we just function as society. It's okay.
Right?
Of course, living like a human isn't easy. I had to learn about the bathroom. It's very different, you know?
I see. So mind if I ask you how you actually eat emotions?
It's a fan mail. What?
Sorry, what?
Fan mail. Strong emotions are attached to letters from my readers. When I said I'm an artist, what I mean is I draw yaoi manga, and they just love me.
I am a comic artist, and I do amazing bar.
After all, for someone to write to you, they must either adore or despise you very much. Very strong emotions favor all the letters.
Wow.
You know, some people intimidate others by mailing knives.
Seriously?
Actually, I've never seen one.
I get death threats, but it's okay. I hate those.
Receive a lot of messages. It's a smart way for me to live in the human community.
I really hope somebody doesn't like.
I'm also like, where I want Liao. If Liao is doing all these questions, I need Liao to go, why do you have fans? Oh, I'm an idol, you know?
Right?
But again, or being like, as an artist, what I do is I draw, you know, I'm a mangaka.
Right,
you know?
or something like that, right?
All right. The community.
I can live in the human community. About fan mail. Unbelievable. So I guess your life is pretty good?
Like I said, it's not easy. No one sends mail to an unknown artist, and you're forgotten quickly if you don't put that work consistently. He's a manga artist. Oh my god, he's a manga artist. I mean, work consistently.
Yeah.
You need to update your story, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I also have to take care of this possessed body. Yep, confirmed. Yeah. He stole the body. He's like, bathrooms are complicated. Hygiene is complicated. I get uncomfortable and I realize I need to eat food, which means I still need food.
I'm actually kind of
live.
curious because I looked at some of the background information for this game. I didn't look at a lot of it, but I'm kind of wondering, going like, are you one of the artists for this game?
That would be adorable, a self-insert.
Uh-huh.
And, you know,
I put in my persona,
and I put in a quiet request for fan mail.
Right?
Oh, please write us. Tell us what you think of the game.
Right?
All right.
Which means I still have to find a food.
Have food and a place to live. I have to shower. I have to sleep. God, sometimes my eyes just start closing and getting fuzzy, and I go, oh yeah, the sleep. Honestly, living is pretty hard when you have to maintain your human life and yaoguai life simultaneously. You get the best of both worlds.
And also both worlds. So.
And also the hardships of both worlds. I love that thing of Blade gets all the benefits of being a human, all the benefits of being a vampire, none of the drawbacks, and going, dude, if you get all the benefits of both your, like all the stat boosts of both your parents, you should also get all the stat modifiers negatively of your parents as well.
Probably.
Like both positive and negative stat modifiers, or they neutralize each other out in some cases.
I have honestly always found that to be kind of wild, like with half-elves, because everybody played half-elves in like old D&D, like crazy, because they were just like, stat boost, and you're just like, damn. They literally like, we have none of the bad things, but you know, half-elves are incredibly rare, and I'm like, if you go by any D&D party whatsoever, no they're not.
Actually, if you go by
so
old
common.
world D&D, half-elves are the most ubiquitous species there are, because humans and elves cannot bone anyone else.
Apparently!
Only each other.
Yeah. So, you still need to work for money?
A lot. Yes.
You don't sound like a yaoguai at all. You sound like one of the artists on this game!
Okay, you don't sound like a yaoguai at all. Am I not literally the only yaoguai you have ever met? What did you know about us before this?
Also, like, I'm like, this is really weird. I'm like, to me, this is a little...
This is a little bit wild. Woo! Most yaoguai don't manage to make it in the city. They just come to visit, like I said before when I mentioned this already. This troubled world usually gets the better of them if they try to manage a body as well.
All right.
Especially with how expensive it is to even live here. Life is hard.
It's hard to imagine that even yaoguai have to work hard for a salary.
Well,
compared to what?
If I didn't have a body, I would not have to.
So
I'm not
weird.
good at making money any other way.
God, I'm still just like, this is so weird.
It's a little bit boring.
Again,
Sort of like the extended shopping scene. I'm not sure what this is doing for the game. Because for me, again, like when they talk about writing and stuff, they go, each scene is supposed to have a purpose and a function. It's supposed to build on the bigger story in some way.
Right.
Whether it's like setting tone or narrative or adding to your characters. And I'm going, I'm not sure what we're learning here other than that Liao is sort of a little bit racially insensitive.
Yeah.
And is a little bit exotifying of things that he hasn't seen before. And also that the cats are all just like, we will not engage unless you directly ask engagement, and that he doesn't trust them.
And also the fact that we as the player characters can't directly engage with them unless the plot actually allows us to at really odd moments.
And so it's kind of, I'm like, what are we trying to drive for here? What are you teaching us?
Right?
It's making money any other way. Some yaoguai use their powers in this regard, but those who don't follow the rules are to be taken out by the others. Or gods, for that matter. You can't, unbalance the economy by just making magic money, right? So I make a living by drawing. Even if it isn't the best draw. Manga artists are usually underpaid.
Artists aren't paid much?
Yes.
Okay, so part of the thing where I keep going, like, this feels like one of the artists, or like, they're like, here, let's put all of our issues. We're having a weird meta-narrative here, and while I appreciate, like, trying to connect with the player of, like, the difficulties artists go through, it's still, like, it feels awkward, and it doesn't feel very well done. It's sort of, I don't know.
Again, I'm not sure what this is adding to the game, other than maybe what this is supposed to be is to make us more sympathetic to the cat's struggles. Going, even the other spirits are struggling as well, so while I haven't been very connected to their cat struggles, I have been just going, this is all about me, and I want to get back to my life. And he's supposed to go, if you talk to this guy enough, it will make you go, no, their struggles are real struggles, and I should be more sympathetic. Maybe that's it?
Maybe. Okay, so it occurred to me, I can't believe that I'm a dork and I didn't think about this earlier.
Okay.
But Yangshichi, Senpai, has a huge fan club of people that like him.
Yes, he does.
So he's a huge flirt, and that was the thing going like, oh, so he's eating people's emotions. Like, that he has an investment. I'm like, okay. I wasn't really thinking about that. I was like, oh.
I mean, we did talk about that.
Yeah.
The reason that he might be a flirt is so that he can, basically have worship.
Yeah.
So, it's...
But in this case, the worship is actually, I'm eating your emotions, and not like where the gods go, I will eat offerings.
Right.
That kind of thing. Artists aren't paid much?
On the other hand, your guardian tiger has talked about how he doesn't need offerings because your emotions feed him.
Oh, that's true. Oh.
So my friend is it's okay.
It's
all
really
there.
Wild.
There's a lot of information in the game, honestly.
Yeah, you can't.
I say, but let's see. My work is serialized, so is that too bad? However, my salary depends on the popularity of the magazine, which isn't the best. It is serialized, issuing through magazines, yes. I do freelancing as well, but that's very unstable. Commissions can be really unstable. It's hard to make a fixed wage.
It's also really frustrating too, because I really do like, I think it's really interesting where people, like, for example, on Fur Affinity, they've talked about this, because I've been around on Fur Affinity for a long time myself, but like, where I've watched basically the artists kind of having discussions about going like, the prices that people have come to expect from artists for like single commissions is ridiculously low. They're like, if this was a professional artist, they're like, you guys don't understand that what we're selling for is usually almost like you're just several $100s under, period, no matter what. Well, they're like, because there was a big thing even where at one point they were like, here's this big artist, and they all, like, it was kind of a thing where they were trying to make a point of going, here, show $200 of what your art would look like versus this one artist's $200, and going like, this guy gets paid this much when most people underpay them, like undersell themselves a lot.
So the thing is from what I understand of the market, that basically, since digital art has become so accessible, people can just even do it on their touchscreen phones, and there's so much out there, and a lot of the new artists are so desperate to get known, and they tell you in capitalism, start cheap and then, jack up the price once you have a steady customer base kind of thing, but do discounts to advertise yourself, that there's always so many people entering the market at that discount price that you start badgering the bigger artists for discount prices because you see it everywhere.
Right.
It's hard to make a fixed wage.
Haha.
Not all of my clients are that great either. They don't really care how much they work with me. Regardless, I can't just give up on my clients. I have my reputation to maintain. Not to mention that I never know when I'll get work to begin with. So the magazine is real good. You should start a Patreon, good sir.
I don't. I never thought that a yaoguai would have so much to complain about.
Are you whining that he's complaining? Do you think he's complaining? I think he's just sharing.
I think he's also like, I would die.
I don't think he's complaining.
Like what?
Indeed. Complain, yes. Being an artist today isn't easy. I didn't read the last line.
Well, we'll just do this. So it
Oh,
was
we can do page up.
Up.
No?
Yes!
Yes!
Yeah, it just takes a second to load in.
But what job is easy?
Haha!
Not
What job is
yet.
easy?
If I can't make it work, I can just go back to my yaoguai life. Not everyone has that escape. But I decided to take on the will of the person I possessed. I'm just not about to give up on that. So you possessed an artist to be an artist. So what I'm getting here is you had a friend who was a yaoguai who wanted access to an artist. And so you went and found a human artist and possessed them and then sort of became them over time with their particular wills and desires going, that's now who I'll be.
Yes? I don't know, like this, it might just be a translation thing, but to me it sounds just a little bit confusing. I don't know. It's okay.
I mean, it may not be supposed to be super clear.
Their will? Does that mean his will was to become an artist?
Yes, and mostly. It's not a big secret. Well, Philly, it started a long time ago when now he gives us a long-ass story. We just spent the entire day in the cafeteria talking to a stranger. It's fine. And you know what? This is going to be real bad for the rumors because we've got Senpai sitting next to us and this new guy, and we are spending hours together in the cafeteria.
Right?
So it's like, what is due?
What do? I listen to Randolph's stories. Mostly, it's about his life as an artist, his struggles, his successes, and failures. But nestled in there are tales and rumors from the yaoguai world. You'd never think about it, but a yaoguai artist's view on life is really captivating. In what feels like moments, the time has flown by. Randolph is startled when a stray glance leads him to the time displayed on a nearby television.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's time for my appointment? I must leave you now.
All right. Sorry. I'm sorry that I've taken way too much of your time, but thank you for speaking to me.
It's, okay. It was a rare opportunity to be able to converse with someone who can see and understand, yaoguai. Looks around at the cat, still glowering at him.
Yeah, sure, understanding.
I'm surprised we haven't mentioned Senpai being on his phone board this whole conversation.
I honestly have been surprised about it too. TBH.
So, hopefully, looks around thoughtfully again at the terrifying cats. We can meet again?
Agreed. Goodbye for now? Yeah, absolutely.
See ya.
Yeet!
I will there. As he's farther away from the cats, see ya. Wink.
As we watch Randolph leave, Senpai is already back on his phone.
Apparently he was interested in the stories the whole time, not on his phone.
Yes, either that or again, I'm like, are we intimidating him? Like, as again, I'm like, Liao, you're assuming that these guys aren't like, you will edit yourself or you will present yourself in a certain way or any of that
You
stuff.
will not be offended by anything that my good soft boy says.
Yeah, like
in any way.
That didn't seem like I don't know. Maybe I'm just suspicious, but I'm just kind of like, I don't understand what we were doing.
That's okay. Hey, Leo. We just skipped a lecture, you know. Yeah, that was a long-ass time you stayed there.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
What?
Shocked, I take a quick look at the time. We were talking for ages. Not only has our lunch break ended, but our lecture is almost over as well.
It's one of those big 2-hour lectures. You were here for 3 hours in the cafeteria.
Oh, dang.
It's fine. The class doesn't mark the roll anyway.
That's not good.
But I don't get to have the studying.
Hey, that's not the point. point. You may not care about lectures, but don't let me in with you. You, of all people. But he's right. It doesn't really matter. What else can I do?
Go for the last 10 minutes and see what the homework assignment is?
I decide to wait it out till our next class as I sit there in the cafeteria with Randolph's stories and advice still on my mind. Communication.
Sounds wild.
Wow.
Who
Do
would have
people
thought?
just communicate? How do I still love those chibis?
They're
God,
very
fuck me up.
cute.
They're really cute. Since speaking with Randolph, I've been thinking over what he said about trying to find some other solution with the cats.
I'm glad, because you definitely didn't think about it at the table, but that's okay.
No. I'm worried that if I just went and asked them about it, they'll just think I actually intend to help them then and there. It'd mean to get their hopes up. So now you're telling us that the reason you've been resisting conversing with them is because you're worried that they will expect things of you.
That they will basically
Which is
think, oh,
fair.
you're trying to figure out how to do this, which means you're going to do this.
But also, if you're clear about that and going, look, I'm not looking to raise your expectations. I want more information about this so I know how to decide.
Then at least you've covered your bases, even if they don't take it that way.
Yes, which is
The best you can do sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes that's the best you can do.
All right.
But if I just keep ignoring it, wouldn't they end up pressuring me about it anyway? I guess I've got no choice but to talk. Talk to each of them and try to understand everything. I just have to think of how to time it. I mean, you can just ask.
Yeah, just ask.
That was the
was
smallest
such
of like
the tiniest little laying in bed with a leopard cat beside us going, well, I don't know how to do this.
It's
Roll
fine.
over and talk to him. Oh.
Alright, so it'd be easy to talk with Tiger privately at least. Since we're in the bookstore, Senpai's in class, and Leopard can't read anyway, so he's be off gallivanting somewhere. He's be off. My favorite is he's be off.
He's be off.
He's be off! Tiger loves this place so much, he'd probably live here if he could.
Quietly brings his statue here. Could I just put this behind your counter for a little while for good luck? For a week?
For a while.
Dragon Tiger, you will leave me. But books. But you will leave me.
But books!
Leo, not reading anything today? Very concerned. Why aren't you reading? Are you okay? Are you sick?
No, actually-
Hand on forehead. Pep. Are you okay?
His voice sounds absent as he focuses on skimming the textbooks before him without looking up.
Oh.
It's as if he doesn't really care about how I would answer.
Then that face was not indicative, because that's also been his worried face before.
I know. I'm gonna.
Dang it.
Well, I just have something on my mind.
In that case, let me edit. Holding the book, face buried, barely saying anything. Leo, how do you feel? Bonk. Doesn't even look at you, just slaps a paw on your face.
Like, I got this. You beans.
Beans. Toe beans.
A vague answer leaves me as I stumble my thoughts. Yep. I kick them
That is a stumble
over.
of thoughts, really.
I reach my foot out and sort of just trip myself up because I just feel like it today. Not that he seems too interested in listening.
This one. Intriguing. That one. Oh, this must be new. But it doesn't look very decent.
That's
It
porn.
is indecent. Yes, they aren't wearing any fur or clothing, and I have understood from you that nudity is not something you like to see in public. This book is in public.
I've definitely never seen anyone this deeply invested in the quality of textbooks before. He'd make a good school teacher at the very least. But back to the point. Tiger, you
Looks
know...
at him. You are like a teacher. I love teachers. Shit.
Wait, what?
Oh, right. Don't worry. I don't intend to buy any of them. They are far too expensive. I will now tell you what your budget is. It's fine. I've got this. In one round, I have learned.
I mean, it's been like 3 weeks, but cool.
Too expensive. I will protect you from buying books.
Right.
While it's true they contain a lot of information, important information, stuff you should learn and that I wish to learn, they simply use too many glossy photo pages. It just serves to drive up printing costs. Why do they do everything in color? If they were nothing but text and paperback, they'd be much cheaper. Quite unnecessary.
Except for the fact that, so as I have learned, or at least I assume I know, who knows, a lot of textbooks are also really expensive because they're incredibly unique. So
the thing is in the same way...
They have really limited prints.
I was gonna say, yeah, in the same way that there's a lot of time paywalls in front of like scholarly articles and academic journals and stuff like that. This is basically the paywall because the person spent hundreds of hours writing a textbook that's gonna be used for like maybe 2 years, 3 years.
Right?
And so, unlike, bestseller novel that can be accessible to everyone in the world, all of them are super niche books.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
whoa. There are also many sites, though, where they actually now finally have a lot more information, which I appreciate, and I don't have them offhand, but they're pretty good if you can find them.
And offer free textbooks and free
Yeah.
education.
Aha.
That's good.
Quite
unnecessary. Completely.
Even if they were $2, there's no way I could buy enough to keep you satisfied.
It's very hard to satisfy me.
Yeah.
Very true.
Aye.
I think there must be a better way to acquire all this information and satisfaction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweats.
What?
Other than reading books. What about the internet?
The internet? Would that contain information as detailed as these books? Yes.
Liao staring at him. Have you just been looking at me when I look at porn?
You really only pay attention when I'm looking at porn, don't you?
You have never noticed
that I actually pull up my
that I
class
look at
information.
Wikipedia, that I look at class stuff.
That I actually have access to my university's journal articles and peer-reviewed studies.
Or what we're saying is that's literally all Liao has his computer for.
It's for porn.
That is
the internet is for
for
porn. The internet is for
porn.
porn.
Oh my god. Well, you probably won't find everything as neatly organized. What? But at least using the internet is free.
If you get free internet with your building, I envy you because we do not have free internet. But I have lived in apartments that have had it before.
I have too.
I was just
but
saying,
it's
on the other
usually
hand,
the price of your.
We literally covered in our shopping episode that he can't use technology in that way.
It's true, and that's the other.
And so we're going, you can use the internet. I've already established that I cannot use any of the devices that the internet exists on. Also, I am surprised that Liao doesn't know that full-ass PDF books are online.
I know.
And that he could either download them if for some reason the internet wasn't available, or he could literally just, read them online as a PDF.
Or if you guys all have an Overdrive app and you have a library card and also happen to live in the United States, that's actually really required, you can actually get free audiobooks or ebooks if you use the app and use your library card through the app.
Including manga and picture books and everything. But you actually don't have to be an American citizen, you only have to have an American library card.
Oh, yeah,
So if you have a friend with an American library card, you can get the Overdrive app, and you never have to buy anything on Audible ever again.
It'll be great, and it's completely free, and it's amazing.
Yep.
At least using the internet is free.
As far as your wallet is concerned, it's significantly better to not spend money. He really is like, I've gotten this thing now. I will just.
I understand, but still feed me. Feed me.
Talking about the internet, some of these books do discuss something called forums.
Tiger seems to be lost in thought, pondering to himself.
Forums.
Wait, I still have to talk to him. No, his gorgeous, succulent voice is distracting me. Hey,
Hi.
Tiger.
I was gonna say, hey Tiger! His voice like deep chocolate velvet is how they describe it in the stupid books and stuff.
Right?
Right. What is it? I'm trying to read. That's the whole thing of please let me read my book.
He's so engrossed in his book, he doesn't even look up. Come on, give me some attention already.
Hi, Tiger. I want you to do nothing but pay attention to me. No, I found other things. Pay attention to me!
Excuse me while I... Oh no, my shirt. What has happened to it? Tiger, what? It's just that I wanted to ask. If I don't go home, is there any other way I can help you?
Oh, looks up for a second. What do you mean by that?
I
puts book down.
Twink.
Gets up in your face. Hello. You want to help me? I am ready to receive your help.
Except that I said if I don't help you, what's gonna happen? Finally, I've got his attention.
Help me. That's all I heard. You said help me.
That's all I heard.
I am ready. What would you need? What would I need help with? Are you trying to discuss becoming the Jitong of our temple back at home, or you would go home with me?
Is there any... Yes. Is there any way I don't have to go home and become a Jitong?
Your power to channel spirits is quite uncommon. Something rare and special of your very own. You are rare and special. It would be a terrible shame not to use it. I am certain that both your family and the Holy Mother herself would be delighted to see you choose that path.
I hate family, though, dude.
But I am aware of your wishes to stay in Taipei and never to leave and not spend money on books and be moderate with food. This list of things that Liao cares about. Just check.
And also look at furry porn for approximately 3 to 4 hours every day.
Which you cannot do right now and is a real burden on your life.
It's,
You needn't make such decisions now. There are plenty of semesters left until you graduate, after all. When you graduate, you can come home with me. We'll return as a happy couple.
No one will know, though.
But we will be happy. Won't we? Because you'll be going home with me. You'll have chosen me.
Hi.
Yeah, no.
I know, but what if I really do stay in Taipei and never go back home?
That would be a shame.
Grump.
Because I can only picture that one thing, and you won't help me if you don't use your... I'm not talking about helping me. I literally dodged your entire question to say it would be a shame if you don't do this. Not this will or won't help me. Like, you literally dodged your whole question. Like, what if I don't help you? Well, that would be a shame because of you and your talent and who you are. Okay, but what happens if I don't do that thing? Is there any way to help you? But you should do that thing. Everyone would be pleased if you did that thing.
No!
My one question, please!
Answer! And that means the only way you'll be happy is if I go home. I'm trying to reorient.
I'm checking again. So you will be an unhappy tiger god.
Beef dad.
For the rest of my life if I don't go home.
Please.
And you will think I am wasting myself. I know you don't want to go back, Liao. If it does come to that, I'll support you. But truly, it would seem like a waste of something that makes you special. Still not answering the problem of how to solve his problem, only going, I want you to do this because otherwise you're wasting yourself.
Or basically his thing is going like, it's not really a problem, it's just a wish that I have for you so that you would do it because I think you're special.
But you're such a talented artist. You should do this. You should do it for a living. Sell out and do this one thing. It will benefit the world so much and be your unique skill.
Wow.
I want to dance, but you're really good at this other thing.
Yeah, but I want to dance.
But I want to dance.
But capitalism demands that you must have an ROI.
Yes. If dancing doesn't pay you as much as something else, why would you choose it over that?
That seems ridiculous.
You're
What
supposed
is
to have
happiness?
maximum profit at all times.
Don't you know that that's the only worth you have as a being?
A waste of something that makes you special. And if you don't use the thing that makes you special, I will discount that talking to all of us and other people is using it, then you're wasting it. I can foresee how your parents would react if they knew. The other guardian tigers surely would wish the same for you, Liao. Except for they actually don't. They literally have expressed that they don't. But he's like, they're just posturing. They truly, in the depths of their heart, want the same thing I do.
Ah, but Leopard Cat is not a tiger, and neither is Leopard. Leopard.
He literally said that.
The other guardian tigers. He's talking about the other Han gods. He's not talking about the other guys.
Right,
so that doesn't apply.
If you did choose to stay in Taipei, I suppose you could always open a small temple of your own and worship me there.
No!
But that's not what you wish.
But if that's not.
But if that's not what you wish, then there's nothing for me or anyone else can do it. So he actually doesn't need help. He just wants you to not squander your talent.
Yeah, pretty
What I'm hearing is he doesn't need help or assistance of any kind. He just wants you to do what he thinks would be best for you in his own opinion because you have a special gift and you need to use it in a specific way.
Yeah.
And it really is in a specific way because Guardians Tiger.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you need to use it in a specific way, the way that he thinks is best. Because again, I'm like, Liao is using it by talking to all of them, and also by talking to, the lovely individual he just did.
Yeah, he really is. Also, who guards the guardians?
Oh my god!
Sorry.
Oh my god! So you're not helping him.
So
what you're doing is basically
you're having
accepting his request for how you should spend your life.
Yeah,
sort of like a marriage proposal. But my passion is not to marry you. But I would be so happy, and it would be so good for your life if you did.
Right?
At least, and not like that, not even specifically romantically, but just like comparing it socially to going, here's what I think you would do best. And I really have had people in my life going, you're so good at math, you need to go into physics. And them going, what I love is horseback riding, and I want to be an equestrian. No, but you're squandering your math
You're
talent.
squandering your talent.
You're squandering your gifted skill if you don't do that.
You're so good and capable at basically, making people feel good about themselves. And why aren't you educating them and making sure everybody else does okay? I'm really tired and I feel like basically all that I'm doing is caretaking for other people. No, but you're so good at this. Oh
you're so good at caretaking for other people. You should do it with your life.
Shoot myself in the foot. Thanks.
Anyway, that makes me perceive Guardian Tiger's quest a little bit differently.
specifically for myself of going, he doesn't actually need anything. He is much like one's parents maybe going,
Right.
but this is the best path for your life and the place where your specific skills would be put to the best use.
He does seem a little bit like Dad.
Dad.
He is Dad who also goes, "You are my son," and also I
And desired partner. He's dad who will romance you. He's
True.
that single dad who wants to date you.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that could be.
You know, not your dad, just dad.
Just no, I'm just dad.
I'm just dad.
Generic dad.
Uh-huh.
So that's how it is.
It's as I said earlier. There's no need to rush. You have plenty of time to think this over. Just don't go promising your life away to some kitten and there won't be a problem.
Don't date dumbass.
You can really do whatever you want, except that one thing. Don't do that.
I will squish him. Yeah, I'll think about it. I will.
That's good.
For a while, an uneasy silence dwelled over us. So I decided to try and change the subject. So for a while, there was this thing that already happened, and then I'm sorry. What kind of things would you like to look up? On the internet, that is. Do you want to have a look together when we get back?
Really? You would click through the pages for me?
Yes.
I would love that.
I think that brought up his mood a bit.
Honestly,
A bit.
you know what? Guardian Tiger, if you don't need to sleep, I could sleep while you possess my body and read all night long.
Assuming that's how it works.
I don't know if that's how it works at all.
I mean, but that would be useful.
Uh-huh.
I think that brought up his mood a bit.
Okay, so see these books here?
Indicates a giant ass section. I wish to look up this entire topic. Oh, and this one. Most likely that one too. Indicates the entire textbook section. These are really what I'm most interested in.
Liao, should you not be using your phone to write these down?
Honestly, that's kind of
If
charming
you're
because I
going
am aware that you can take notes. That's great.
Also going,
If you can help me, you should be specific about helping me. You should know what you're going to be doing. Yes?
Yeah, scratch my back. Yeah, sorry, my friend was
Alright.
like, I will scratch
my friend looked like they had an itch and were like
I was
squinting
in.
towards the chair. I was like, I got it.
Okay.
Oh!
He's caught on to people using phones to keep notes now. These books look pretty technical. How the heck does he make sense of all of this? I don't even what? In short, I end up spending the rest of the night looking up stuff for him on the internet. I wanted to play games tonight too.
It's okay, we all get to play games tonight too.
You're fucking chibis. Why are
They're
you so
so cute.
God, in my life.
I really do. I want to capture all three of the chibis and like put them together as like a little GIF or something like that.
Right.
I think at some point I might just take the time and try and do it because it's not so long that it would really strain our hardware as bad as other things, and they do have a clean loop on them, so we might do it.
It could be great. I spend the next few days trying to get some alone time with Leopard to speak with him, which is easier said than done. I can't exactly talk to him during class, and afterwards Tiger always joins us. But dance practice is going to be my best chance, Tiger. I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Where do you think
But
I go?
I guess I'm back against the wall. I mean, like when he laid down in the sunshine kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's
He just
nighttime.
stays away a little bit.
I guess.
Like, giving me some space, you know?
Leopard always comes to dance practice, and Tiger's always off to the side brooding.
Yep.
Do you know what brooding means? Or are we talking about like, he's like, I found this egg.
No, I think he's just grumpy that, you know, Leopard Cat is engaged with you. Or not, that Clouded Leopard's engaged with you.
I guess, maybe. And Senpai's usually busy with the other senior students. Today, I make sure to go to a corner away from Senpai and Tiger to practice. Leopard followed me, so this should be as good of a time as any. All right, Nicolau, time to talk to me. As much as it's never boring to watch Leopard dance, because damn, high level of skill, also very different, and...
Hot.
Yeah, hey Leopard, I've been meaning to ask you.
I will not stare at you. It's fine.
I get out my words between breaks in the routine I was working on. A while ago, you told me that you wanted me to go to Wutai to be an oracle.
My friend, if you keep dancing, you're gonna bump the equipment. We will all
It'll be
sad.
totally fine. But what would you want to do if I didn't do that? I'm sorry, I'm a white person. I can't dance.
He wiggles. He was dancing.
He do wiggle. He do wiggle.
Wait.
Wait until when?
Until you can do it.
Yes!
Wait until Liao does go.
And if never do?
I speak like you because I try to mirror.
Because that's not patronizing at all. Okay. You say that your tribe needs an oracle, but if I don't go to Wutai, is there any other way to help you?
Help. Not be an oracle?
Like finding some way I don't need to be there physically. the internet's pretty handy these days. People could just send questions and I could answer back from home.
That's an interesting idea. I kind of love that. Not be an oracle. I don't know. But need Liao. See me. Speak. Others.
I get that's how an oracle works and all, but I don't know what kinds of problems you need me to solve. Do I need to do something, or can I just let people know what's going on? Also, you're gonna run into an interesting question of going like, so I'm going to be talking to people where it sounds like for the most part, and I don't know, I'm just assuming here, that they might not be speaking Mandarin.
Uh-huh.
And so you're gonna have a problem going like, I don't speak this language. What are you gonna need to do? Possess me?
Alright.
So that I can speak the language, and then if you decide that you're never done with this, will I ever get my body back, or will we just become the same person?
Right? And going, you and I will be one person together. And going, you guys don't even know very well what your tasks are that you want done. And so it's a bigger question. I appreciate Liao's struggle in trying to communicate here. I feel him.
Right?
All right.
Okay, do I need to do something or let people know what's going on?
Can I just make some posters
Like-
letting them know they need to pay attention to your area?
Yeah.
I'll just plaster it up on the internet.
I know an
advertise it.
artist. I could commission him
Yeah.
eventually.
I'm not while I'm paying for all
Oh
of you.
God,
Bullshit.
I don't really want to leave Taipei.
Many problems. Urgent. All need solving. What problems?
What can I do for you from here? There has to be something.
But I don't like it. I don't know. Oracle busy. Must speak with many people.
What about using the internet or speaking over the phone?
But I'm frustrated. I want it to be the way I want it to be. Gets closer to you. Not sure. I don't actually know what those things are.
Right?
I think... No.
Sure, there's a bunch of things that you absolutely need to discuss in person, but not everything's like that. I still don't understand the quotations randomly. I'm baffled
Yeah,
by
I
it.
don't either.
And Leopard, he's determined to get something across to his tribe, which again is awkward if you don't speak the same language.
Right. Going, even if I bring an oracle that can hear me, if he can't tell you what I'm saying you need to hear, I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't...
Language barrier, bro.
But what's also important here is that they actually trust me as an oracle.
That
Being
too.
Han Chinese makes being trusted by his Aboriginal tribe hard enough as it is. Yes, different cultural background. Being a voice on the phone wouldn't help one bit.
Liao, you tired? Want to rest? Let's take a break together.
That was
you
kind of
and
cute.
me.
That little...
The little noise of popping in.
That was adorable.
It was very charming.
Huh? Oh, I'm fine. What's he on about? I'm already taking a break.
You mind if I scooch in here? Gets between both of you. Scooch. You and Kulao seem to be having heaps of fun all by yourselves.
No, not at all. In fact, it's a pretty serious discussion.
Looking at you, and you've just interrupted it.
Buzz off.
About going to Wutai?
Yeah, that.
Would it be okay for me to join you guys so I know all the deets? So I can be up to date? So I can hang out with you, Liao?
No. Is that even a good idea? Aren't you two basically opponents over me? Isn't there like some rivalry going on?
It's a level of
Aren't you like
competing?
Sasuke versus Naruto, except that, you know, less kissing involved? And less like,
Oh, there could be more kissing.
you're gonna make out with a clouded leopard.
I mean, if I have to, but I was thinking of you.
I was talking about you, not me.
But I'm talking about you.
Yeah, well, good, too bad. Which one of you is gonna pretend like you're interested in Sakura? I need to know.
Scoots in. No, I will totally pay attention to him if that's what's required. Boink, clouded leopard. I wouldn't say that. Cozy's up. We're totally on the same team. See, look at this.
Bros.
Physically on the same team. Bros. And they were roommates. If you don't go home, you can just help me restore the temple and then go to Wutai. We don't have to compete. Easy peasy. I know Kulao would want to go there. Would want you to go there ASAP, but all that's still up for discussion, right? So for now, right now, until you decide something, we're all friends.
And F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Down in here with Wu Tai.
Oh, gosh.
Senpai grabs Leopard's paw in his to emphasize his point. Leopard doesn't seem to object to the move, but his face is always the same, so I can't really tell either way.
Except for that's not true, because we've seen his expressions. Heh.
Alright, but Senpai, what's with you calling him Kulao, by the way? His name is Likulao. Li isn't his family name or anything, that's just how the Rukai language works.
Hey, bouncing around. Honestly, the animations in here are freaking adorable, and I hope they're loading okay on your side of things, because it's really cute how he bounces around. Alright, I just figured, since we call our friends by first names all the time, Kulao would sound nice. I think it's more kawaii.
Yeah. Isn't that a bit disrespectful?
Not if I think it's cute for me. It feels nice because I think so.
I've had people do that shit to me, and oh my god.
Okay.
Like, hi, what would you like to be called? Me. Here's my name. Them.
A short version of your name?
Yeah, and you're just like, no, my name.
They go,
Not short version of your name. And you're like, yes.
So you don't like short version of your name? No.
I
have seen this in the one working environment that I have shared with my friend other than this channel, because there's no other employees here. I was gonna say where they really did, like every area they would go and work in the, the warehouse, it would be like, oh, that's your name? Can I call you the short version? No, I'd prefer you didn't. What? Or I'm gonna call you that short version, and then I'd like you to use my full name. You would? Oh, but isn't this cute? Could you just use my whole name,
please?
I'm like,
it's honestly
like, we made so many jokes about it. Hi, my name is Anthony. Fake name here. I say, oh, can we call you Tony? No, I prefer Anthony. Oh, you don't like Tony?
Can we call you Ant then?
I
watched
right?
it, like they're just like, let's come up with something else. You're like, no, it's not about the fact that I don't.
I just
like that
my name.
nickname. My name is fine.
Disrespectful.
Isn't that a bit disrespectful?
Disrespect on you, disrespect on your
you,
family, disrespect on your
cow. I'm kind of worried that Leopard would take offense to Senpai's new nickname for him. But his expression never changes.
Except for he literally looks grumpy.
Like, totally does. I don't really know what to make of it, but at least doesn't seem to disapprove.
I say losing my shit. So, now, Kulao and I are friends. Snuggle shoulder against you.
Cat fluff.
The cats are squishing against each other.
It seems like an overly one-sided friendship at the very least. Also, it's gotta look wild to anybody watching.
Because you've really got one person just revving up and bouncing around the air.
Yes.
Against air.
Sounds also hilarious. I would love to see what that would actually look like.
Without him, without the other body there going, let's animate you interacting with the other body that isn't there. Just remove the cell of Clouded Leopard. Going, what are you even doing?
Well then, Senpai, it's pretty rude to cut into other people's conversations.
And also,
it's the only conversation I'm allowed.
Now I can't focus because brain suddenly went, hey, isn't that two hot cat furry guys standing next to each other? Like the beginning of that stuff you look up on the internet?
I hate my life.
I
have Googled now. Two hot cat furry guys just standing next to each other.
Yep.
Damn it.
Dang it.
Ah!
Oh, okay then. I'll just check in with Kulao later. See ya.
Yeah,
Poof.
bye.
Is gone.
And there goes the drag queen. And there he goes off again. A classic senpai move.
Sashay. Watch my booty as I go. Do-new.
What?
Do-new. La 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 la.
I hate that you're leaving, but I love to watch you go.
Huh.
Anyway, I guess we should probably continue talking about this later then. I didn't.
Yes.
Leopard takes a while to respond. I guess he's got his mind on something else. I wonder what.
Maybe he's thinking
sarcasm.
Real damn hard how you could do this another way. Maybe. Perhaps.
I can never tell with him.
Why can't I tell?
Why? They're so
cute. Why are you
God.
so cute?
Damn it. After that day, I keep on trying to talk one-on-one with Senpai again and again, but the opportunity never comes up. Why are you...
I didn't expect him to be such a hard cat to catch.
Hang on.
What?
We were originally trying to talk with Leopard, and now we're trying to do one-on-one with Senpai, but after that I keep trying to do... What?
No. So now
Aye.
we're trying to. So you keep trying for senpai because you haven't succeeded with senpai yet. You've talked to the other two at least a little bit. To
Right.
very poor success, but you've done it.
Okay.
Now you're trying to at least start the conversation with senpai.
Okay.
Yeah.
The opportunity. I didn't expect him to be such a hard cat to catch.
I mean, especially since, he's trying to give himself to me constantly.
I know.
Ah.
Tiger and Leopard are always with me during class. Prying Senpai away from his fan club is near impossible during dance practice, and it's not any better at home at all. With all three of them there, I can't just have privacy with one of them. But
Invites
today,
him into the bathroom with you. Don't take this the wrong way. Come into the bathroom with me.
now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No worries. I'll take it exactly the right way.
No. Get in the bathtub. I'm over here.
There's no tub. Stand and shower. I'm by the door.
Yeah, exactly. I have an escape. You will stay there. But today, I finally come up with a scheme that should work.
You can invite him shopping. Oh.
Alright, we're gonna go not shopping. It basically boils down to distracting Tiger and Leopard with all the food at the cafeteria while I sneak in a few questions with Senpai.
That sounds expensive.
It really does. I know it won't give me much time, but it's better than nothing.
You literally could just invite him out for a walk.
Right? You
Or
know,
something.
Senpai,
Hmm?
he was eating pork rib noodles. I'm hungry again. The school
Ah.
cafeteria is famous for having the best fried ribs around, and they're even better when dipped in rich soupy broth.
You're gonna keep going. My brain, picturing these fried little pork ribs on top of beautiful ramen with shallots in this good broth. I'm just like, hungry.
But that now is not the time to shill my college. You know? About what you want. About going with you to Meowly to help restore your temple.
Boink! You have my full attention. Sits on you. Hello. How
I'm
can I
so
help?
sorry. You know what I desperately have wanted this entire time?
What?
With quarantine, I really
Chinese
wanted
food?
Chinese food.
Yeah, and we have never done it because we don't want to endanger any of the delivery drivers or go out. And occasionally we've kind of faked it a little bit with ingredients from the store, like done fried rice.
Right?
But it's not like the whole experience at
It's
all.
really not.
And I'm just like, yes, food.
Blah.
Describing all the food. So, Liao, you decided to come.
You've
come. You're gonna come. You've chosen to come.
You're coming.
What I hear is come.
I to come.
Yes, come
Jesus.
to me.
Yeah,
Let's do
yeah.
it. You're gonna go with me.
Hang on.
Oh no, the stupid
No.
meme.
Yeah, yes. Hang on.
I don't know if everyone will be able to hear it. We'll try.
I don't
Hold
know.
it up to the microphone.
It's gonna happen. All
Okay,
right.
so this is a YouTube meme. It's an actual excerpt from an old Christian cartoon, okay?
That I remember watching when I was a kid.
Come. I mean, I knew you would come, but you've come. I have come.
It's so bad. It's literally one of the disciples talking to Jesus.
and it's
that
so
is what
bad.
they thought was the best possible line
They
to
were like,
use.
yes, the hottest. I haven't. Please don't jump to conclusions.
Oh my god, I can't believe you did that.
Ah.
Fine.
Boink.
Liao jumps off your lap dejectedly.
I.
What is it you wanted to ask?
Well, say I wanted to stay here in Taipei. Is there any way I can still help you? I'm not saying no.
Like, if I stayed here and didn't leave,
Yeah,
well, it doesn't work like that. There are temple ceremonies that need to be performed in person. How would you encourage people to come to worship in person if you aren't even there? In person.
like passing along spiritual messages.
Before that, we still need to clean the place up, right? How are you gonna pull weeds from a distance? You can't telecommute yard work.
What about you doing yard work? You have a body.
I am beautiful and delicate, and all of this is not made for yard work.
I despise you.
It would give me calluses on my beautiful hands.
What if I came over on weekends to help up with that?
Well, you would need to be the priest. It's more complicated than just passing along messages and pulling weeds, you know? May sound weird, but I think you should be all down to earth and stuff when it comes to this. You know, in person, present, real, flesh, meat, bodies, present, in the same place, together.
Everybody wants me in the same place.
Mm.
Your reasoning isn't very convincing, Senpai. It sounds weird.
What? Rude. How about showing some respect for your senpai?
Well, maybe you should work on being more respectable first. Hello, you've been rude to me.
I was right. How do you do a cheery humph? I'm fine.
It's not cheery. It's just like sort of dragged out.
Like I said, it's just. I'm fine.
Oh, is the little kitten arguing
With Leo. Gets literally in his face. Huh, we weren't arguing. I'm best friends with Leo. Isn't that right?
Without you
Leo.
and my delicious noodles and a little bit of egg.
He and I are the best of friends. Leo, aren't we the best of friends? We are going to be better and closer than everyone else in this class. We are really good
And
friends.
toasty and creamy and having this fantastic.
You're just trying to make everyone hungry.
Yeah, no,
And
it's
then I will
fine.
get wontons and I will dip them in the broth and then I will crunch them. Just
And they'll be
making everyone
soft
hungry.
and crunchy, and there'll be the little crab ragoons, and they'll have that bit of cream in the middle, and then you just sort of peel off the side, then you just yeah.
Yep.
And that's salt, and it's fine.
Best friends. My friend is going to die of hunger.
Really?
whatever you believe, baby cat. You may do what you wish, but then you'll be seeing yourself back to yaoguai.
You're so long-winded, old man. Have you never seen One Punch Man? 10 words or less.
Is that unlike you?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about him.
You're
Old
really
men
short.
are more winded.
Ah!
If you don't like it, how about you leave right now? That would be great.
How could I? The old man is just the best. Besides, you keep threatening to carry me around, and I do like to be pampered.
Hi, baby. Wanna pick me up? Cause you could take me some places.
Must you call me old man?
Must you call me kitten?
Him. Must you call me?
Man?
What?
Scoot, 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 scoot. Guardian tiger. Old man. Not both of you.
And that's how this conversation ended in an argument.
Yup.
Again.
Sigh.
Except, oh, they're so funny.
The little flicking
Hey
ears.
there!
Poop. They're adorable.
That night, I was browsing through some tech forums with Tiger.
My life has changed dramatically now
Okay.
that I am doing this.
Keep
Okay.
scroll.
Keep scrolling down.
I'm doing it. Following his orders. That was a great little scroll button noise. I loved it.
It was pretty cool.
I scroll down the page, his eyes peering over my shoulder.
So that's how it is. Now, previous page.
I click to go back a
I
page.
love the click sound.
Yes, that one. Please open it.
I said somewhere, Leo, I should get a goddamn touchscreen.
Oh my god.
That would be so useful! I click on the article he's pointing at.
Oh, sorry, Leo. You must be getting tired.
A little bit. I didn't want to complain, but it's kind of exhausting to just sit around and wait for him to read each page, then move on to the next one, and the next one. I don't even know what any of this stuff means.
In the meantime, playing Candy Crush on my phone.
Well, I know, I'm kind of like, you have a phone and you have that thing. You could do something else.
But sometimes it's just hard to manage your attention that way.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, if only he didn't need my hands to work the computer for him. Isn't there a better way to do this? I'm pretty bored just sitting here watching you read. Why not ask Senpai to help you use the mouse?
Ha, Scoot, Scoot. Wait, did you talk about me? Did you mention me? Oh, you mentioned me into him. Say what? Why would I help that old man? He's the one always pushing me to leave.
I'd rather not have the help of that little kitten. So we're in agreement on that. Doesn't matter if we could be more successful, we will not.
But this is no fun for me.
Ha.
Oh, death.
Shoosh. That's that locked on cat eyes. Blink. Even if it's no fun, there's no way I'm helping my enemy.
Hi,
Oh,
boy.
whoa, death.
Glaring death.
I'm also loving the fact that we're taking photos of how much we hate each other.
Kind of. I think it's just you focus in here.
Oh,
But
I know, but it the
sound
click sound,
effect.
that is a photograph
Even
noise.
if it was for your sake, Liao, I still wouldn't put my trust in that kitten.
They really do have it out for each other, don't they? Should I do something? Oh my god, now you're giving me a choice? Okay, so no way I can force them. I should find a way they can work together.
We should try to find a way
God,
they can work
please,
together. Dear
we-
God, Liao just wants them to be able to work together
Please
so
need
hard.
to work together. Hey, how about we take this from a different angle? I have to play diplomat every single day
Not
in my bed.
The same angle.
A
new
different angle.
Shit, I'm thinking about angles.
You all are way too vanilla for me. Okay, Senpai, if you and Tiger can get used to helping each other out on the computer, then maybe he'd stop asking you to leave.
Oh, but what if he doesn't?
Tiger, if I refuse to help you, you won't have any other option but work with Senpai.
Not at all. If Liao refuses to help me, then I would just stop using the computer. Brilliant.
Wouldn't that be a shame? It's only help clicking the mouse. It's not like you need to be friends. He just has to do what you say.
Still, I refuse.
I'm too good for that. Hey, you don't need to do it right now, but please promise you two will think about it.
Because
please.
this could be really helpful if you'd stop arguing all the time.
Also, maybe you could just partially possess me. Is that a thing? Could you like possess my hand?
While I
you could
sleep?
do your own stuff?
I could just drag my bed over to the computer and
Like,
sleep
how hard
there.
does this possession need to go? Could we go like partial soft hard possession?
Oh,
a little
shit.
bit of a
Shouldn't have said it like that.
Aye.
Some possession.
I saw
A bit of lightly invasive.
I didn't
slightly-
stand for the filth of angles and
I want to stand for it here. Yes. No angles.
Oh.
None whatsoever.
None at all. God, I'm so bad at math. It's
It's
fine. Okay.
okay. Fine. If it's really that important to you, but only for you, leans on you in distress. I'll think about it.
Yes, Zar's pen. I have love. It's
Yes. Perhaps later.
They really don't intend on getting along anytime soon. What else can I do? I just have to write it out and see how they go, I guess.
I have suggested it. I have put it out there. that
Please.
potentially, it could be done differently.
It's Friday. Another week's.
Another week.
Weeks. Yeah, supposed to be an apostrophe there, I think. I gone by and I still have no clue what to do.
And it should be like, either an apostrophe or week has.
Yeah.
Liao.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leans over you. Hello.
Senpai jumps out of nowhere, determined to get my attention. Shocking the living daylights out of me, like usual.
I follow the
Why are
before.
you so tiny?
Why? Why are you small? Why are you cute? Why are you... I'm not thinking about any of that stuff.
Why are you...
Why do you surprise me so? Hey, this weekend, let's go out together.
What else do you do with weekends?
Will it make you work with Tiger?
Will you work with Tiger?
Will you work with Tiger if I
Wait.
go out with you?
Again? Senpai, you always want me to go out. Aren't you tired?
Weekends are for having fun with your free time. Come on, Liao. I never do homework. I just do tests, so the weekends are always free. Aren't you bored of staying in all day?
Oh, I'm fine with staying in. It's a great chance to get a rest.
One
From
rest.
you.
A single rest.
Also, like, I'm supposed to be intensely working on dance, so I don't understand how I get any better if I'm spending all of my free time not engaging in the one thing that I say that I want to get better at.
Right.
I do know
And that I
have
actually
to practice,
Want
right?
to make a living at.
Like, awkward, but, with the 3 cats around, it's hard enough to take care of them every day. Then they always want to go out on the weekends, too.
You know what? You 3 should go with each other. You always want me to take care of you. I feel like the housewife to all of you.
Yes!
And you know
why?
what? If you are all going to be here impinging upon my personal hospitality, you should accommodate each other as well.
I don't even get any pets. A petty pet. I'm with my cat, and my
Oh
cat,
my
cat.
God.
I don't get pets.
I'm
Cat the kitty cat.
Ting! I'm a kitty cat. Oh, God. All right.
Sometimes I just want a day with nothing to do, just to stay at home, rest, and take my mind off things. I can't even look at anything anymore.
This weekend, there's Qingming, the Tomb Sweeping Festival coming up, which means we should go do it for my tomb.
You always want to go somewhere every week. It's awfully convenient because there's always something to do.
And you know what? There's something going on.
Like
every
me.
week.
Every week.
I'm also going on every week and daily, if you like.
Hey.
But this is different than all those other weekends. It's the perfect time of the season to go to a festival.
Yes.
You mean clean your shrine? No.
What's so
Dang
special about this season?
Come on,
Nope.
Liao.
Hello, Spam.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
Why does spam always have so many like little apostrophes and little marks and weird characters in it?
So that they're really unusual. They're not names that are more commonly likely to be used, and I think they expect to get banned.
I'm gonna say not names, just the words.
Oh, the
Have
words?
little weird characters on them.
Oh, I think it's because people used to like you can filter for like specific comments, especially so if they start changing that up, you can't always completely block that sentence as
you
it
can
is.
say it differently.
Yeah, so people start getting more automated bots doing
right.
specific things.
Come on, Liao.
Wow.
Think for just a second.
I've thought about it. Goodbye. Well, if it's spring, we already went to the hot springs, and you can't say there's many cherry blossoms in Taiwan.
Cherry blossoms getting warmer. Perhaps there's another tree I'm thinking of.
That's thinking off.
It is thinking off. Another tree I'm thinking of.
Or it could be of.
I'm thinking of.
And now we've gone French. Taiwan doesn't have any blossom festivals. What do you mean? I know this. I am clearly aware of everything. Like, I have to sit here and harass someone for going, you are really good for being this other spirit that I have never encountered before.
Sigh, my sweet summer child. You really don't know what I'm talking about, do you, Liao? You're so out of touch culturally. I'm talking about tongue blossoms,
Do they
but
have
not tongue blossoms. Looks at you,
Liao
blah.
panics. I keep waiting for somebody though to be aware of that kind of pun, like verbally, unless it's said in a different way that I don't
Right,
know.
like tongue?
Sometimes I'm looking at it going like
Or tongue.
tung blossom, tung blossoms.
Could be tongue.
What?
Right. What? How don't you know about tongue blossoms? I prefer to say tongue though. Bleh.
Bleh.
They're literally everywhere.
Like where I would
Everywhere.
like tongues to be.
Which is where I think tongue should be. Everywhere. In all
on
places. On me, on you. It should be so good.
Your fantasies are more intense than mine. Somehow.
Well, we can share. It'll be fine. So soon, all the tongue blossom gardens are going to be full of tourists wanting to see them. Meaning, now's the best time to go. Ads promoting the Hakka Blossom Festival.
Blim.
Yes,
Yes!
there is the tongue.
Blim.
I love that it's licking the screen. That makes me so happy.
Honestly,
Bleh.
I love it too.
Makes me very happy. All right. Have been everywhere. Have you not seen even one by now?
All right, I'm curious. I've never heard about the Hakka Blossom, and I want to look at the
Is
glossary.
it in the
really
glossary?
quick.
Yes.
Yes,
If it's
because
in the
that
glossary,
sounds awesome.
I need to. I'm like, what? What are they? I wonder what they look like.
All right.
I want to know what they look like.
I want to know too.
Okay, tung blossom.
So the
Maybe
Hakka. There's tung
There we
blossom.
go. I was gonna say, please tell me.
The Hakka Tung Blossom Festival, established in 2002. Wow, it's actually
Recent in Taiwan.
18 years ago. The Hakka Tung Blossom Festival is a recent festival that promotes Hakka culture and ecotourism. Tung flowers are typically bloom around April or May. As such, the date of the festival changes every year to reflect this.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Sort of like some
That
of our
sounds
stuff is
neat.
around, like the third Sunday or whatever it is, and so it rotates depending on when that hits.
Yeah, even though I think actually, I don't know. In the US, do we really have festivals like that?
I
Where
mean,
there's
Easter is
specifically-
always on the third Sunday or something like that.
Right, and I know that shifts
So it
slightly,
moves.
but yeah.
I said, but other things, not necessarily.
Like-
However, we do have Christmas cactuses. And Christmas cactuses actually are, they're a succulent that blooms based on the length of light in the day cycle.
Right.
And so it's usually like when your year gets around to Christmas time in the Northern Hemisphere,
Right.
they will bloom. There's also like one that does the opposite side of the year.
But the big thing that
But
I'm asking is,
it's
I
not
don't
just like a
think we
festival around
have,
it.
in
moving
the
festival
US
like that?
at least, festivals that are
Not-
tied to a natural occurrence at all.
Not a big common one, I don't think.
Yeah, I just have you,
All right.
we've had
Have you
this?
not seen one?
Huh? The Hakka Tung Blossom Festival? What?
I wish in the glossary they had a pronunciation guide. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I've really looked it up, but this has to be the best time to see them, regardless. If it's an entire festival for them, it's gotta be the best time. Oh my god, just like when you see the gays during Pride. Best time to see them.
Best time.
Best time. They look amazing.
So
So, we should go together.
flower blossoms. Huh.
Right.
I don't
okay.
actually know what tongue blossoms look like.
Okay.
But I guess a tongue blossom garden is probably going to be pretty similar to a cherry blossom one.
So I keep running into this meme on TikTok about what is the male equivalent of giving flowers to a woman. And I love it because everyone answering it is like, flowers. Dudes like flowers.
Aww.
We just ask guys, they like flowers.
They're
pretty.
cute.
We've looked them up. They're these white little flowers with these red centers. They have like really big like
And they have yellow stamen.
and like little like
Oh, is it the
stamens
stamen
and stuff.
actually the long part or the little?
Yeah, I was saying the
I forget.
pollen thingies are a little different. The stamen's the long one. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, and people make hearts out of them.
They're so cute.
Look at that.
Wow.
Some of the petals are really pretty.
They're really small though too. Like they're not huge, so they're kind of
would
cherry
fit,
blossom.
one would fit right in the
blossomies.
palm of your hand for sure.
They're adorable.
Unless you have tiny hands, then maybe it would fit in your hand.
Look at hands.
But I was just like,
Children everywhere. Yay!
I just love this though. Going, going boys, men, guys, non-women like flowers too. And like a romantic gesture, if it's romantic and cool to give flowers to a girl, then you can also do so for a dude and NBs.
Yeah,
flowers
you
are
can do
just
for
cool.
anybody. Flowers are good
Flowers
for
are a
all.
good gift. Anyways,
Hi.
this makes me think of that.
To a cherry blossom one. Honestly, as it stands, I've only even seen cherry blossoms bloom in manga.
So I am really unflowered as far as the culture
And I
is
haven't
concerned.
really read a lot of like manga, but I've read a lot of furry manga.
Liao,
What?
if you have never been flowered, how will you be unflowered?
I will blossom and grow. Blossom and grow. Blossom and grow.
He's interested.
Anyway, so where can we go to see them?
Well, the best tongue blossom gardens are in Hinshu and Miaoli. As much as I'd love to show you my hometown covered in a sea of blossoms, you probably don't want to go that far. The places around here are really nice too. Honestly, I would love it if suddenly Liao turned out to be really efficient and was like, no, we will go see the festival there, and during the festival, I will clean up your damn shrine.
I will do it.
We will do it. We will spend an entire day, we will clean up your freaking shrine.
And then
I will
from
be at
there,
least, and then I will at least have made progress in your direction.
right?
And then I can leave and think about something else.
Right? So where are they around here? And honestly, like they do talk about like cleanup projects just for general living tends to help a lot of people even just mentally and emotionally so that they can engage with other things. Like it's really wild. So I even if it's just one thing today, I encourage everybody in the nicest way possible, pick something up. Like just in even just your own space of going, this is for me.
Like I am either putting a pair of shoes away, I am removing one shirt either to the laundry or to where it's put away.
Right.
You know, I'm taking a cup off the counter and moving it to the sink. Maybe just picking up like one of your desk cups because everyone talks about the cups that collect in the room, and just taking them to the kitchen and going, my room will be more comfortable and that's okay. So they have actually done a lot of studies where in the same way that people know that having their internal space, their workspace in their room cleaner makes them more comfortable. Coming home to a clean house, having a clean room, or organized, comfy space makes people feel better. It raises their emotions.
Right.
That
Although
having a clean and organized community does the same thing. Now, you look different for different people to be organized.
I was actually going to say that because sometimes they actually talk about it. So if you've ever experienced ADHD or you currently basically have that experience yourself, because I don't know what people have, sometimes you can go, oh, the reason I am cluttered is because my brain, if I put it away, I don't know that it's there. Sometimes your ADHD brain will literally forget that something exists if you can't see it.
On the other hand, I've seen some people who have ADHD actually solving that problem by going, what I did was I took the cabinet doors off of all of my cabinets. Now I can see everything there and it can all be put away, so I don't leave stuff on the counters anymore.
Right, but
And I added open shelves to many of the rooms of my house so that I didn't have to have it out. I could literally just look and see it.
Right, so
That's
maybe
pretty cool.
like changing your style of like putting things away will help you work better for yourself.
Mhm.
All right, so where are they around here?
That mountain? I'm just gonna use mountain as an innuendo.
Ah.
The mountain, way behind our campus, is known to have wonderful gardens. A perfect day trip for the two of us.
Huh. That's actually not that far out. But since it's in the mountains, that means we have to hike up, don't we?
Are you afraid of seeing beautiful sweaty cat body? Because I will let you see it.
Cats don't sweat?
But my human body does, and if you
I can't see it.
you'll be able to see whatever you think is hot, honestly.
You're right, I do have unrealistic standards given to me by made-up cartoon animals.
Shit.
Dang! Shit! I will see whatever I want to see!
Damn it.
Damn it!
Right.
At least I have a good fantasy life.
Right. You don't like hiking?
Oh, it's not that. I'm just thinking out loud.
I'm just considering all variables that would be required.
Yes.
Yes.
Honestly, it sounds a lot nicer than the usual, yeah, let's go look at some shops full of stuff we can't buy.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I prefer places that don't have many people around.
Also,
Also, I feel you so hard. I have been so frustrated sometimes where I'm like, I like going out, but it's kind of like a process you have to get yourself into of going, I'm just here to look. I'm not here to buy. And going, I don't have to have fear of missing out, but it is a thing that I have to walk myself through, because otherwise it's like I'm going out and I feel terrible because I go, but I go out to equal buy things.
Right? And the thing is I also like to go out and be away from people, but I feel like here, in this case specifically, Liao has been living alone.
Yes.
And now he is living with 3 roommates in a 1 roommate flat.
Right.
Or, you know, basically like studio, because the only space is out here or in the bathroom.
Right.
And I just say, and so I think he would very much like getting away. Being like, yes, even if the 3 of you had to come with me, there'd be so much space. It would be amazing.
Unrealistic cat fantasy.
I love it. You know what? All the furry porn I've looked at over the years has set me up to have unrealistic expectations of literal catmen. But that's okay. My fantasy now fills in the detail. My
Dang.
fantastically educated mind takes care of everything for me.
Oh, okay, so what do we need to bring?
Well, we can bring stuff for a picnic because it's so romantic to eat together.
Oh, God.
It won't be much to put together. I can even do it all for you if you want. Liao.
Yeah, sounds good.
I would feed
I'm all
you.
for it. You do your own.
Just
But
gonna
I'm
say,
not sure about how the other 2 feel about it. I turn to look at the other cats.
Oh my god.
Tiger shrugs his shoulders and the leopard is just sitting there looking blankly like usual.
Sigh.
Looking blank like usual.
I take no issue with this outing.
I'm fine.
I will tell you that I am neutral.
He looks a little grumpy though.
He does.
So
then we're set. We're gonna go see the flower blossoms tomorrow.
yay!
Literally both times we have hung out with Leopard Cat, it's because we didn't have a choice.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
And
amazing.
That's how yet another weekend was planned out for me. I regret it all. And next time on Dragon Ball Z! Wait. It's so cute. God.
All right. Malkong Station.
It's bright.
And cold.
Oh, and is the light, it is flickering. Is it because you say that there are clouds in the sky, or no, that was only temporary?
I think that was just the way it loaded in, so that you were like, it's bright outside, to give you that experience of sort of like switching from one environment to another.
Okay.
I would imagine, but I don't know.
Hata Liao Burr. It's so cold. It's so cold.
Yeah, the air up here is super refreshing.
Are you even capable of feeling cold, Senpai?
Hmm?
I need to know. You
What?
seem to be like, I will be impossibly hot. Don't take that the wrong way, or I will be impossibly cold. You are wild.
It's already April. Who needs a jacket this time of year? Besides, then you couldn't see my beautiful arms.
That I know that you watch.
That I
A lot.
know. You look at my beautiful arms. They're amazing.
This high up, of course you need a jacket. Excuse me.
Aw, Liao can't handle a cool breeze. And by that I mean, are you worried about me?
Hey, but you have fur. I say out loud around people. That's hardly fair.
Talking to my human friend in front of me. But you have fur. People, what?
But
Like you have a fur, like a fur coat, or like fur, stole, or kind of thing?
Somebody.
Well,
Fur?
not really.
Tiger and leopard are spirits, so it's not like they feel cold.
Poof! Enough, you two. Kitten, don't encourage Liao to catch a cold. Do not challenge him to take off his clothes when it is chilly. He should only take them off when it is warm and comfortable.
Do you want me to take off my clothes?
I've seen you take them off many times. I have no problem with it. Sometimes you were comfortable not wearing them for hours around the apartment before everyone else moved in.
Dies.
Aww, this old man's always telling you to put more clothes on, Liao. It's such a pain to have to put a bunch of clothes on just to take them off again.
I am not getting naked right now.
I feel
feel like Leopard Cat is really just like, I am the person who would go on vacation for a week and would not unpack my suitcase because I'm going to have to pack it again. So I'm going to use everything straight from the suitcase and just throw it everywhere. And then there will be a clean laundry bag and a dirty laundry bag that goes back in the suitcase, and then I leave because you'll have to do it again.
No.
Also eating off, disposable things because you just have to wash them again.
What'd be the point? I'd love contributing to climate change.
Honestly, if he hasn't been a person very long, he's not very attached to person life. And the idea of going, you don't ever have to do things like that in the spirit world, getting dressed and undressed. Oh God, who does it? It reminds me of in the movie Lilo and Stitch.
Oh God,
and they're going all these chewing and swallowing meals. Yes.
Right.
Okay. Anyway. More of a pain than getting sick. Rumbles slightly, scoots out, scoots closer.
Oh, Leopard comes over to me before I work out what he's doing. He presses his paws against my ears, sending his warmth right through me. It really cuts through the cold. Okay, so one time it was really funny. My friend actually was like, they were moving a bunch of like foods from I think an oven, and you had oven mitts on.
Oh, okay.
And you came over and you were like pep on the side of my head, and I was like,
It was amazing. So really what it was is I had been baking, and my friend was, so Scandal here was over at my family's house with me.
Right.
And I was using these oven mitts, and then I just put down the big sheet of baked things, and I just came over to my friend, and I came up behind their chair, and I just cradled like their neck with the mitts, and my friend just melted like the way a dog does with a head scratcher.
You're like, wah! It was really warm, and I was also like, I realized just how fucking cold they kept the house.
Like the house was cold.
I was like, why? Holy shit! People have to wear
so
clothes.
just imagine these warm, soft toe beans and this fluff encasing the sides of your head, cradling your ears, paws around the sides of your cheeks, and then you'll be in the awkward space Liao is going, oh, that's really nice. Also, Leopard Cat is fully standing behind you. Pep.
Or completely in front of you.
He said he comes around behind me, didn't he?
No, I don't think so.
He just comes up to me.
And
Okay.
before I can do anything,
He just reaches straight into your face. Pap. The way someone would grab your face for an intense conversation.
Poink! You will look at me. I will look at you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ooh, I want to try. I want to touch Liao too.
Senpai runs over and gives me a big hug, and somebody's like, one person.
Try
Who's
what?
gonna try what? Who's
Try
talking
to?
about what?
Awkwardly shoofs underneath, like clouded leopard's hands to hug you.
Wow.
And so it's this awkward gesture of hugging in under something that no one else can see.
Right.
Kitten.
I was expecting Tiger to come over and pull Senpai off me. Instead, he pulls all of us, including Senpai and Leopard, into his arms for one big hug.
Group hug, group hug, group hug! So squishy. You
Also-
are now buried in 3 warm cat buddies.
Except that, what does that look like?
Okay, so
No, I mean, because 2 of them you can't see.
I know.
And then so I'm like,
right?
are we now suddenly like picking up Liao? So suddenly Liao starts moving weirdly?
I mean, Liao gets moved and squished. So both of you are together, and the 2 people that, everyone can see the 2 people that are there. And then both of you sort of rock to the side and get squeezed.
Yes! These cats must
Yes.
find COVID distance a nightmare. Oh my god, thank you.
Yes.
That is fucking...
That's brilliant, and I love that. I took on a body, and it got really sick. So I took on another body, and it got really sick. So I took on another body, so I could get close to humans, and it got really sick. Why? You've got him going. You've got Leopard Cat being like, but it's such a pain to put the mask on and off.
Oh my god.
So good.
I'm also just like, they are actually weirdly cuddly for cats, and I say that like mildly because I've had cats a lot growing up, and I'm like, all 3 of them weirdly are overly touchy in that way, which I guess isn't really true though. I guess Leopard
They're
Cat...
standoffish most of the time,
Right?
And then occasionally they touch you. And I was gonna say, Clouded Leopard has almost never touched you.
Yeah,
if at
Cloud
all.
Leopard's like,
I have taken the can from you, and that's about it.
yeah, and it's not like I touch you, so that's true. Okay, well,
I say, but then he did. He made you warm with his paws on your face. Pep,
pep, and you're like, whoa.
Whoa. So yeah, I imagine the 2 of you just get sort of horked sideways and lifted onto your toes a bit, and it looks a little awkward for anyone watching.
Somebody, what is
What?
that? Someone walking behind you going, okay, I think that's enough. Also, I'm like, he
Having-
is enormous. If he's picking up 4 people,
Well,
3 people, and then there's also getting around his own
See,
particular
and
mass.
it didn't say he was picking them up. It just says he wraps all of us in a hug, but he's that big.
He's huge.
And he's got arms that can go around all 3 of you into a group hug.
Uh-huh.
He is big, poofy tiger daddy.
Yeah, so as far as I can tell, so I believe Shuchi is probably smaller than you. Then you have Kuliao, who is larger than you.
Likulao?
Likulao, thank you. Likulao, and then you have Tiger Dad, who is bigger than all of you.
Yes, he's also got a lot of breadth to get. Like, he's
Yes.
got a ton of girth.
Yes.
Girth to go
He
in.
is wide.
He is a wide boy. He's
Being hugged by the 3 of them is really heartwarming, but I'm kind of anxious over someone
Yes!
seeing us. Well, me and Senpai, that is. It's weird for 2 guys to be hugging like this out in the open.
especially since he's really just leaning in and cuddling and hamming it up.
Though, honestly, I don't know if that is weird. So, you'll have to excuse me. Like, cultural context-wise, this is me... This is, again, me just going like, well, from Japan, based off of what I know, so whack me all you want, is that they have, on average, like, you have basically gendered schools. So you have more of the guys basically will hug each other a lot, you know, kind of thing, because you're used to being around guys. So
As far as
remember-
I know, it's more like high fives, back pats, shoulder bumps, elbow bumps. That's
Yes.
more what I'm familiar with.
Yeah, see, and I remember somebody specifically talking about, they're like, I went and I saw a bunch of guys that basically, like, they would sit in each other's laps, they would hug each other, like, it was just like
They had better friendships.
They have way better, basically,
Okay,
dude
then
friendships,
what I
but
would-
that's also younger, and so I don't know how that translates to when you get older. Do you start having more of that experience?
Then I would posit it's not 2 guys hugging each other. It's 2 guys hugging each other like this, where he's cuddled and wrapped and squeezing deeply into you, like his life depended on it.
Right?
That might be the problem.
Maybe? I mean, because the thing is like, sometimes I would be like, but I'm also like, I don't know if this is sort of like a new thing, or if it's even anything that I'm
Yeah.
aware of.
So we
I'm
don't
probably
know.
just mostly talking on my ass because I don't know. So that's just how it works.
It's all right.
Hey, okay. Okay.
Body, no, but it's warm and
No,
soft and
soft.
full of muscles and big hot guys. No, no, body, no.
Body, yes.
But also cozy and nice and just good, comforting.
Do you know what? I want to stick my whole face in and go.
I just want to stick my face in Tiger's chest and just
I would motorboat that cat.
Oh, God,
I did think to try and push them off me, but I knew I wouldn't have been able to. So I just stand there, enjoying their warm care and affection.
Everyone loves you.
While Leopard's got his hands stuck around my face.
And he just
Like,
squeezed
honestly,
in.
it's a really awkward thing. Leopard's got his hands on your head. Leopard Cat has got his whole
Arms
body
around your
wrapped around
waist.
you.
Uh-huh.
And then here comes Tiger Dad, who's got all 3. Like, it's the weirdest.
Honestly, I love the fact that neither of them protested. They all went, yes, cuddle pile is appropriate.
Yep,
Good.
brilliant. They let go of me, eventually.
And now they are real furries. Oh.
Worried about anyone having seen us, I rushed them to move on. Like, whoa, go quickly.
Oh.
No,
You
got
got it,
too
you got
many.
it. Do it.
So that's hilarious, then. That's
That's
them. I'm moving words around. Ha! Didn't expect the rumors to be right. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
Oh, dear. Now we
Sure.
have an adversary.
Oh no! And look, it's Scalies versus furries. Why?
Why?
We
Can't we just
follow-
be friends?
Can't we
Oh.
all just be friends in furrydom? We follow Senpai to a small path going up the mountain. While this mountain has been built up for tourism, the hiking trails wind all over the place. Without Senpai, we'd probably have gotten lost by now.
Where are the flowers? I want to see them.
Me
if we
too.
came here for blossoms, I need to see them.
Right?
Let me see. Okay, according to the map, Hold's map in front of you as an excuse to lean on you.
Point.
This spot over here should be the best place to see the flowers. This way.
Aha! And then I let go slowly.
Then
and then I slowly
That sort
push
of
it.
thing where you push against them and you slide away from them as you move forward.
Uh-huh. Hey, Senpai, what do tongue flowers even look like?
Tongues. Bleh.
Blah.
Oh,
no.
They're white, and when they fall to the ground, it looks like snow. I'm still surprised we haven't even run into a few yet. You should be right around.
We walk down the path, enjoying the fresh mountain air, but still not seeing any flowers, other than a few bushes growing alongside the hiking trails.
Hey, the pictures match what's going on.
It's true.
Maybe if we go further in?
Woo.
Did you get the date wrong or something?
We go further along the trail until we come across a series of stone steps. Imagine how many stones they'd have to bring out here to make all these steps.
Honestly, yes.
The neatly placed stone walkways make hiking up the mountain feel like a leisurely walk through the park.
That is what people who are in the forestry service do.
They maintain hiking trails so
Except
much.
that I would be like, almost to me, stone like steps are way harder than just kind of slowly inclining up a mountain.
It depends on how you do your steps. If there's those tiny little slate ones,
Right.
then it's really just it's barely anything. On the other hand, so I have actually been to Yosemite before, and there's a place called oh god, it's some sort of falls, and I can't remember which one it is, but it's one of the falls that you can hike up to there. They have a big waterfall, and I think it might be Nevada Falls. I think that might be it.
Okay.
I say, and the thing is some of the steps that lead up there, like the big carved stone steps, they're like 2.5 feet high.
And you're like, I'm gonna die.
And you really are like, I almost want to lay across this and step up. Like, I'm short, so for me it's like I have to have my knee all the way up to my hip to be able to step onto this thing
You're like,
and scoot up there. And like, it is a big step.
You're
And
like,
you see a lot of people sort of getting to that part of the mountain and going, what?
Yeah.
Like, they are not steps. They're basically ledges.
You're
that are-
like,
that are formed into steps.
these are gonna be cliffhangers I regret.
And I haven't been there since I was like 12 or something, because my
And-
dad took me. But it was an experience.
You're like, oh, so I really had to get like my knee up there.
It was a thing.
A little further on, the walkways ceased to be paved with stone, becoming dirt paths, stamped out by visitors over decades of use. Thankfully, the weather had been nice the last few days, so it wasn't muddy.
Still worried about you being cold. Clouded leopard walking behind you as earmuffs. Hup,
I got it.
I got it. It's not comfortable, but I feel weird. How weird. All this way in and still no flowers.
You think we went the wrong way?
Or maybe.
Oh, you like actually knowing what you're doing. Maybe what?
Did you get it wrong?
Senpai didn't answer and just kept walking quickly ahead, the map held tightly in his hand. There was nothing I could do but follow because he didn't want to admit maybe that he was wrong.
It should be around here.
Aww.
Oof.
We arrived at a place that looked like an abandoned farm with a small hut on the far side. Next to the empty field stood a grand tree, its shade reaching out over the ground below where a large boulder lay beneath. It seemed like a perfect place to sit and have a rest.
Maybe lunch. Well, this must be the spot, but I guess the tree hasn't started blooming yet. Bummer.
Oh no, we are on the wrong day. So this is a tung tree?
Yeah, a really big one too, but I guess we're here early. In Meowly, the flowers should be blooming right about this time of year.
No, I
So,
can't pet them.
Regional festival.
Aw.
That would probably be because we're in the north. It actually has to get warm enough. What difference does that make, Taipei is further north than Meowly, so perhaps the flower season begins later because it's colder. What? No, trees just bloom when they bloom. What? That can't be right. I just wanted to bring Liao up here to see the flower blossoms together. Wow.
No, Senpai, I still think this place is really nice. Isn't it the perfect time to have our picnic anyway? It's a shame we didn't see the blossoms, but I didn't know what to expect anyway, so it's not like I feel like we missed out on anything. It's fine.
Maybe there's still another way. We're gonna pull a Totoro and throw spirit energy at them.
Senpai runs over to the tree, holding his paws against the trunk.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Maybe if I do this. Liao, just wait for a second. I'm gonna try something pretty hard. It'll be really hard.
Really?
With the tree. You can watch.
Oh. Senpai stands before the tree, puts his paws up to his chest, and performs some kind of ritualistic hand sign. Is this Naruto? I'm not sure. A green aura slowly starts to emanate from within him. Tiger and Leopard seem kinda nervous. What's going on? Oh, the green aura quickly surrounds the tree, slowly seeping into it. As this happens, the tree begins to shake irrespective of the breeze.
Whoa, he did it.
Whoa!
Holy crap, we pulled a Totoro.
Wow! Some of the flower buds begin to open up on top of the tree. Suddenly, as if a wave of energy had shot down the tree, all the flowers blossom at once.
The tree. Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa. Huh.
A sea of white petals cover the branches of the grand tung tree before me. Some of them even begin to fall to the lone boulder below. It's breathtaking.
Watching the flowers bloom and open live in real time, like it's a time lapse, would be stunning.
That would be wild.
It would, and being able to see the whole tree, which you can't capture very well, with a camera,
Right.
Because it can't focus the same way eyes can at a distance.
Right?
Yeah.
Aye.
Damn. Not bad. Pretty.
I go over to pick up one of the tongue petals. It's pure white, not a blemish to be seen. The flowers even had pollen inside of them. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought the petal had only blossomed normally, just like any other.
Imagine the scent. Imagine them blossoming and
yeah.
the first opening, and they just all go to you get the waft of scent from every one of them opening at once.
Right?
That would be amazing.
That would be wild.
I suppose it's waft.
The
but there we are. Waft.
wafting. I mean, waft is also how you say it too.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think it's just waft.
All right.
I think it's like it's location based on how you say
Regional.
Regional. Thank you. Senpai, that was awesome.
Here, amazing, wasn't I? I mean, wasn't it?
I mean, I know that you're yaoguai, so doesn't that make you hungry? That you just threw a bunch of energy
I mean,
into a tree?
I said it was gonna be hard.
Aye.
You could comfort me.
Aye.
You could praise me.
Okay.
It may only be one tree, but now you get to see the cherry blossoms, Leo.
Yes!
It's pretty true.
Look, this is so. I feel.
This is not an innuendo. I'm gonna go up to this tree and I'm gonna do a bunch of gestures and I'm gonna get really close to it and it's gonna be very hard.
I'm gonna
and
put
then
my
white
hands
stuff
around
is
it.
gonna spray everywhere and fall onto the ground, but it's not
Yes.
a metaphor. It's not a metaphor at all.
This doesn't stand for anything.
Nope.
I
Are you
am-
watching? You did watch, right?
Yeah.
But not a metaphor.
Not a metaphor. Look how big my tree is.
Leo! Love it! Hi, just Leo? Do you see how big the tree is? Do you want to watch me with the tree?
The huge.
I'll put my paws on it. Yes, that's amazing. It may only be one tree, but now you get to see the tongue blossoms. Leo.
Should I be concerned about whether or not the tree will survive after this? But Senpai, I thought you didn't have any god powers. How do you manage something like that?
The most likely thing that will happen is if your last frost hasn't passed, the tree will frost, the flowers will die, and it won't make seeds this year. It shouldn't actually damage the rest of it because leaves are more frost tolerant than flowers and blossoms are.
Okay.
And from being exposed to orchards when I grew up, basically, if you want your tree to produce either fruit or seed, you just need to make sure the flowers don't experience frost.
Right.
And a lot of trees try not to bloom until they assume they're past the last frost date. They're not always right, but so that's basically the biggest danger here is it won't seed for a year.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had that power ever since I became a yaoguai. You don't learn tricks like that from a local god of soil after all.
Oh.
Well, now that I've prepared such wonderful scenery, I did it, and you
Me.
watched it all, let's hurry up and dig out our picnic. I am famished.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Whoa! Where was he going?
Oh my god. I'm just gonna get down in front of you. Is the food in my shoes?
Leo?
Meow.
Leo, you're really small.
Gets down, crawls between your legs, stands up behind you, pulls your backpack off. Boink.
Ha! Tiger.
The way cats take that awkward path to something sometimes, and you're like, why did you possibly go that way?
Why would you?
You could have just walked straight across the floor, but no, you jumped up and had to weave your way between 9 objects to get to the same location.
No pressure, just whoop.
I just imagine that's what that was. Just sinks down. You having just watched the tree display. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Climbs between your legs, gets the backpack, sit down like nothing happened. Zip! What?
What?
Brain, that was a zipper sound.
Hey, do you know what zipper sounds are for? Senpai swiftly takes the blanket out from his backpack. Oh, he has a backpack on. And spreads it down between falling tongue petals.
It's fine. We're just spreading on the ground now.
Yep, now we're just high.
Yeah. If hikes mean picnics, then picnics mean I needed to pack heaps of sweets to give us the energy to make it back home. So, what do you have in store for us, Liao? Since I have brought desserts.
Real food? Sweets. We aren't kids, you know. Mr. Big College Senpai.
Well, I say cherish your youth and a borrowed digestive tract.
Senpai.
Huh?
Senpai.
Huh?
You're gonna ruin... Oh, never mind.
Oh, he won't remember.
What?
It's fine. He'll think it's the kind of choice he would want me to make for him.
Senpai drops his backpack down and takes out some cookies, crackers, and an assortment of pastries. I am
And
hungry.
lays out
That's
a
why.
spread that will make everyone hungry with beautiful little cakes with decorations and jams and different frostings and fillings.
And there's some crystallized and sugared fruits, dried fruits.
And
we got all
leaves.
sorts of cookies. There's the chocolate cookies, and they're a little warm and toasty because they were apparently packaged fresh.
And you're just going,
Damn
no.
it. No, and there are crackers, and there is some cheese. I mean, you could eat all that in one go, but it is hardly a proper meal.
Gets up again. Whoa. I have finished my business. I will get up again. So, what delectable treats did Liao bring, since you said you didn't want me to feed you?
I open my backpack and silently take out a bento box I prepared earlier this morning.
Just one.
I made it while Senpai was sleeping. I never cook, so I just used some recipe I found on the internet. So it probably didn't turn out any good, to be honest. Not to mention those mistakes I made while putting it together. Thankfully, Tiger was there to help me fix them. Because he knew how to cook, I guess. I tried my best to cook a variety of vegetables and meat. At the very least, it should be good for me. Okay,
It might
for
not
me?
taste good, but it will be nutritious.
Yes.
Mm.
Cut it up. Woo!
What? It's almost like you're a wife cooking their husband a delicious meal. Look how pretty that box is.
That's Tiger. That's Tiger's fault. Not me. That's Tiger. Tiger. Hey, no way. I was just thinking that I should try making a bento for our picnic. Okay, normal food.
Wow! Vibrates with happiness.
Wow.
My friend all the time says they vibrate in either happiness or excitement or anticipation. There it is! Vibrating. He vibrates. Wow, Liao! I never thought you would do that for me.
For me?
For me. Enough, kitten. Liao never said he made it for you. Yeah, then who else would he make it for? It's not like you need to eat, After offering it, Liao could certainly eat it all for us.
It's true. You don't need to eat really either, except that he has a buddy. Tiger, come on.
Also, I don't need the offering, but it's nice. Wow, that would be such a waste.
It's also like you have a ton of sweets that seem to sustain you. You'd be fine.
Yes, but
even though
wanna
I
eat-
am reluctant for me personally, going but you just.
But I want the seared beef and the steamed broccoli and the poached egg.
And the rice.
Wow.
Ah.
I don't see how. Feeding both of us is
Boink!
not a waste. Liao, you made that bento for me, didn't you? I taught Liao how to make it. If anything, it should be an offering to me.
Beg.
Or just feed Liao. Liao's bento. I want. Could you guys split it? Are you capable to take half the essence from it?
Please, I'm like, it should be easy.
Like,
You
is
have
it
one part
possible?
here, one part here, one part here. Wait, it's only a bento. I quickly hide the bento behind my back to keep it away from any funny ideas they might have.
Jeez, guys.
Jeez, guys! We're sitting in the white stuff. Chill out. Hey, no need to bicker over it. I made this for my lunch today. Why do you think I made it for you?
But, Liao, wouldn't it make sense to offer it to us before you eat it? There's no downside to you at all, and then we get to share.
That's true. It'd be kind of mean to not let you guys have at it for no reason.
Wow, wait! If you did that, everyone would get to eat the bento but me. No fair! Here, have this piece of meat. You don't need. Tries to be cute. But, this is the wiggly, aren't I super cute? But, Kulao, you too? I just want to taste some of Liao's homemade cooking. Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
You could just give him a bite, but also you're being a pain.
Yes. Senpai looks at me with unconvincing sad puppy eyes while Tiger and Leopard slowly close in on me. What should I do?
Do you get an option to share with all three? You
No!
do not.
Why?
You do not get an option to do all three. All right, well, we've given a whole bunch of offerings to Tiger.
Yep.
I don't know if Liao would try and be fair, or if Liao, why can't we just share this?
I don't understand why either.
Because that's what I would do. I would be like, look, you get half, and you get half after you take a bite. Problem solved.
Right?
Like, done.
All right, so,
say-
well, the question is, okay, so who have we made choices towards?
Well, again, from Liao's point of view, what would he think? Like, he's gotten used to, I will give stuff to Tiger, but he's also felt like actively in their own script that he's leaving Leopard out a bit. He still doesn't seem to have much sympathy at all for Leopard Cat.
Leopard Cat. I was like, whoa, Tiger, he's got plenty of sympathy for Tiger.
For Leopard Cat.
So,
I feel like he wouldn't want to choose anyone. But if he has to choose someone, either because they're pressuring him and you need to, like, if he's being pressured and he needs to choose quickly,
right.
I feel like he might choose Guardian Tiger, but there's also a level of, just because I'm used to doing that, and he did help me make it, kind of thing, but also going, he doesn't seem like he wants to leave Clouded Leopard out. Why? Why can you not be more diplomatic? Because it's a dating game and you have to choose the one you like best. But this situation isn't about choosing who you like best. It's about either being fair or reasonable, or simply, like, if we were the type of character that tries to spite people, going, I'll give it to him because it'll bother both of you.
Right?
But Liao's not like that.
Yeah, I'm like, you think Luke
Well, all right, let's have everyone vote, okay,
Who
guys?
do you guys want? Who do we use?
Like, based on the character, there's no real way to choose here, because I feel like it would depend on how they're, like closing in on him. Like, if it was actually, basically animated, it'd be like, who gets here first? Fine, just have it, kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, do we want any other votes from the chat?
Yes!
All myself. Honestly, if it was an option, we might take it. Welcome,
That's
Jesher.
what I would like. Also, yes, hi, Jesher.
And again, if you're feeling super conflicted, literally be like, I grab the chopsticks, I pick up a bite with 4 things in it, shove it into Leopard Cat's face, and then offer it to the other 2.
Right?
Done. Like, that would be Papa Kitty. Oh no. Now we've got 1 for Legaloo and 1 for Tiger. Papa Kitty is the best kitty.
Okay, so we got Licolau, and we've got Papa Kitty, because I don't think either my friend or I, because, like, I'm sort of torn. I'm just kind of like, who have we chosen, like, the most of? Because now I'm just like, we just do everybody?
See, the thing is we haven't done hardly anything for Leopard Cat.
It's true.
On the other hand, you might, go, I could share it with Leopard Cat because he brought me here.
Right?
I was gonna say, so I have no context. That's okay. You just got here. No context is fine.
We've had very few choices, so
yeah. So you're good. Any other votes? Oh, Leopard Kitty then. Okay. Yeah, he did bring us on this hike. He also just bloomed a freaking tree for us,
it's
and we
true.
haven't. And the only thing we've done for him before this is let him sleep in our bed because he has a human body.
Right.
Honestly. Also, if Liao was feeling overwhelmed by the other 2 sort of being demanding, like Tiger going, I didn't help you just to help you. You should give it to me because I helped you.
Right?
And Leopard being non-communicative, which seems to frustrate the shit out of us.
Yeah.
We might just actually cave to Leopard Cat. Otherwise, we've got now 3 even votes.
All right, so between you and I, then, so we'll break it. So
I think since Leopard Cat just did a really huge gesture for you, even though you're a little bit harried in this moment, I think you would be just like, I could share with him. The quiet one.
Yeah!
Jesher, you've just voted for all 3. 1 vote per participant, I tell you.
Dang it! Okay, so we have 1 for. Okay, that's actually 2 for.
That makes 2 for Clouded
Licolau.
Leopard then. 2 for Licolau.
So that's Clouded
All
Leopard.
the cat. We voted all the cat too.
Yeah,
We wanted
I know.
to feed everyone.
I want to just feed everybody too, because I think this is sort of silly. Because the bento can't be that small, can it?
I mean, honestly, if you used a full set of ingredients, whatever you bought, it's probably not tiny.
Yeah, I'm like, I get to.
On the other hand, if you made it just for yourself and not to share.
All right, so we've got 2 for Clouded Leopard, and so they come down. So
And then I'm kind of leaning towards Leopard Cat. What about you? Let's decide it.
I'm kind of torn on Clouded Leopard and Leopard Cat myself.
Then let's go with the chat. The chat is here with us. Let's do it.
All
Clouded
right,
Leopard.
Clouded Leopard, let's do it. Let's Clouded our Leopard. All right, hey, okay, now you 3 just need to stop fighting over this. I made this, and it's my choice to give it to one of you. Got it?
Yeah, of course.
I guess I'll offer it to Leopard.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Oh.
What's got Leopard so tense? I watch him, trying to scrutinize what's going on. I think he's looking behind me? Quickly, I turn my head to see what's up.
Honestly, there's the dragon. All right, Palm, there's your wings. And he's got a mesh top on.
I know! 2 leopard kitties is incredibly confusing. That's why I'm like, why would we not just call him Licolau?
I want us to call him Licolau, but oh my god, look at this.
Wow.
Wow.
That meat is way too salty. don't you think?
Hi, you're sounding salty, bro.
Who are you? Yes! Enters the chat, like Sephiroth did last night, and I was laughing my butt off because he has cat ears again. Woo! Alright, now,
A wild dragon has appeared in the
Who
tall
are
grass.
like, kiddo, is this the first thing you've ever cooked? You really need to keep working at it.
Oh, did he already take the essence
Oh,
from
he
it?
might have. I know that. Why do you think I was gonna eat it by myself? Oh, to me, it looked like you were about to offer to someone the gift of a nice, warm, homemade bento is a great way to express your affection to someone.
To someone?
Someone. It's not like that. Don't jump into conclusions. Like,
Yes,
this
Stan.
descends to battle.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we can do it.
Aren't these three your suitors, or are they mistaken?
This
like,
is a triple date, right? Where you're
excuse
dating all of them?
me? Bro? You are mistaken. Also, who are you? Don't you know not to go around and steal other people's food? Huh? I figured the three of them would just start fighting over it. So I came over here and ate it instead. To help you.
He did. He came up behind you, grabbed the essence,
course.
and just nommed it.
Of course, that's still stealing. You should have at least asked me first.
Correct. Usually I would be courteous towards a god of soil such as yourself, but it appears you do not care for such manners.
Okay, I have a question real quick.
Aye.
I have a question real quick.
What?
Do they see each other the way Liao sees them? And so do they have to watch someone be translated by Liao when they get close to him?
I don't think so. If I had to guess, I
They
think...
just see each other in whatever their natural form is, or whatever they expect to perceive.
Right.
Maybe whatever they expect to perceive. I love the idea that they don't know what each other look like to Liao.
That would be amazing.
That would be hilarious.
Right,
Right,
yes.
here we go.
It's
Also-
easy just to ask. How dare you be so... Wait, huh? A god of soil?
Hang on.
Yes. Something wrong?
Hi. This guy looks like a dragon from far away, but he's definitely got the chi of a god of soil. Yeah, he looks like a very Western dragon.
I was about to say, yeah.
Can't say I've seen any gods like that around here before. Hello.
That is actually really funny because then right there, does that mean that also Leopard Cat is like that Senpai is a furry too? Or we actually, you just answered the question.
They can
Like they
see.
can only see through Liao, or is that like a writing error?
I don't know, because that's what I want to know. Can they see each other as Liao sees them, or is it like double imposed? Like I can see how you see him and how they would appear to me, or how they appear in their own interpretation,
Right?
like their essence, if you will.
That's-
Because that is a question that I haven't had, but suddenly occurs to me.
That is
All right.
kind of wild.
Huh? But I haven't seen guys like you around here before.
Yeah, like I...
Strange man.
Everyone's like that. I'm really special, huh?
It's your crop top that does it for me, bro.
Anyways, I'm Ragu Laurent. I am not a food from an Italian company.
Damn.
I'm a Grand Tree Lord. You can call me Ragu.
What if they're all just cats to each other and an iguana?
Oh my god,
That
that
would
would be
be
so
amazing.
good!
Be so great.
I would be
Oh.
all for it.
Okay, and then it's like one of those things where, you know, in like they have done on like Nicktoons or something,
Right.
where suddenly they move to the real world. It's a couple of kittens peeping at each other with a tiny lizard in the middle, and then, you know, live action, and then it pops back to the cartoon.
Oh
or like
my-
SpongeBob's gone to live action. He's just
Right.
an actual like sink sponge.
Yeah, the little... I love those. It's so good.
And suddenly
Alright.
you just have three soft little kittens.
All right, what the hell is a Grand Tree Lord? You have me curious.
All right,
It
Grand-
sounds goofy.
I'm the Grand Tree Lord.
Grand Tree Lord.
Lord of the Trees. Poseidon shivering before me.
In some Chinese traditions, people tie a red strip of cloth to an old tree as a rite that acknowledges that such a tree has a soul, a tree god. Okay. For some very old trees, people may even build temples for them to enshrine them as gods. Those tree gods are called Grand Tree Lord. I would imagine. Grand Tree Lords are considered local gods, similar to gods of soil. They are thought to protect their villages, but are not considered high-level gods. Most Grand Tree Lords are either banyan trees or camphor trees.
Camphor tree.
Because they get old.
Camphor tree.
That gives it, and an iguana. That makes the MC like an old cat lady. Yes.
It kind of does. Liao
Yes.
is a crazy cat.
My
lady.
favorite. Grand Tree Lord?
In other words, he's a god that resides within a tree. Such ancient trees can become a local god of soil when worshipped by local people. Which tree is your tree? Do you live in that hut?
I see. So he's a tree spirit that looks like a dragon. And a western dragon at that. Okay, what kind of tree looks like that? Not to mention those clothes. Everything about this guy is just weird. Excuse me, I don't like mesh. I am not that kind of a gay. I am a traditional,
cuddly gay,
sporty gay. That is what I am.
Sport gay.
Because, you know, the traditional and then the sport, like, yeah, that's what everybody's wearing,
You
too,
really do have sporty, traditional, and sporty, full traditional. Like, you have a spectrum if you line them up.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then this is your, you're on the other hand, look at his pants. This is sporty, scene gay.
Oh, he's a scene gay. I love
sporty
it.
Scene gay.
Ah!
How do I even begin with you? How dare you steal away the bento Liao made for me? After you've gobbled all over it, there's no way anyone else would want any. No one said it was yours, kitten. No one said it was yours either, old man. You just want to call me an old man, don't you?
I will show you that I'm old. Wait.
I'll show you, old. Whoa.
Whoa, hold up. We're getting way off topic again. More importantly, this guy's a goddess oil. Like, whoa. If he's a goddess oil for real, then I should probably show more respect.
Little more respect for all the muscles in front of me.
Yes,
respect.
sporty.
Look in respectfully.
Yes, Spice Girl.
Yes. You know what? If we had one more of them, we'd have some Spice Girls going on.
We really would. We're getting there. Honestly, though, we might be one of the Spice Girls.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why we would need one more. But there were only 5, weren't there?
I think so, yeah. Baby
Oh,
Spice,
no.
Sporty Spice.
Baby,
Hard
sporty, scary.
Scary. Baby Sporty.
Scary. Posh.
Posh, and...
I think there were 6, but I could
thought
be
there was
insane.
5.
Probably 5. All right, we are now the Spice
No!
Girls.
Dang, we're the Spice Girls.
I do
okay,
like
here we
Sporty
are.
Scene Gay, though. I think it's a good name.
Sporty Scene.
All right.
We're the gay Spice.
Also, I should be more looking respectfully.
I look respectfully. Not that the way he's treated me has been respectful at all. Let's keep him. He'll keep Senpai. Yes!
Yes! We
Let's
can
do it! Because we get tired of Guardian Tiger and Senpai arguing all the goddamn time. Like, dang. But how could a goddess oil look like that? I've absolutely never learned about any gods that look like that.
That have that much beef going on.
Whoa!
Gods of soil can come in many forms, Liao.
Also, like, chonky sneezy, dopey, and sleepy.
Oh my god.
Ginger Spice!
Thank you!
Because they were like, we don't know. Because I think Ginger was the black girl. So they were like, we don't know what to do with the black girl. Let's call her
Yeah, Ginger, Sporty, Posh, Baby, and Scary.
Yeah, and Scary. I think there were just 5.
Could be.
I don't think there were 6. You keep like, no, but
No,
6.
I keep going. I think it was 5. I'm pretty sure. But
I-
nonetheless. I love Sleepy, Dopey, and Sneezy Spice. Honestly, I now need the 7 dwarves dressed as Spice Girls with Snow White as the lead singer. It's fine.
Also, like, as their first
Okay, no, I say not the lead singer because girl bands don't work that way.
Well,
but
I remember that was it Ginger the one that had the red hair? I thought. Scary Spice was the black girl.
I actually think so, yes.
Dang! I forgot. Okay, I'm a dork.
It's okay. I haven't Spice Girls for a long time.
The last time I remember heavily, like, Spice Girling at all was when I was a little kid, and I was in cheerleading, and we had to do formations to their songs.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You were in cheerleading?
Yeah, I was.
I didn't know you were in cheerleading.
In elementary school.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Soil gods can come in many forms, Liao. Remember you had a really hard time with the last spirit you saw, and you thought they was super
Spice
unique?
up your life! You didn't know? Oh my god, yeah, I did cheerleading for a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
It was like a tiny phase, but it was a thing.
That's fine, go for it.
Oh my
Alright,
God,
it's okay.
it was-
I played a recorder in grade school.
So did I.
No,
I'm John Cena.
Yep, that's the one. Alright, many forms. Liao, you're slow on the uptake.
Sorry.
Hey, he may be an odd one, but with chi like that, he's for real. I legitimize him. Check mark applied.
He's good. You've got to be the weirdest god I have ever seen.
Because you've seen so many. Except for he's talking about all the
Liao,
pictures of everything
you've
he's ever
only
seen.
cats.
But he's also talking about all the mythology he's ever been associated with.
Yeah, that's true.
Pictures and everything.
Right? It's true. Even I think I look unique. Don't I look great?
What do you
Don't I look fantastic?
think?
Like loops his claws through his mesh and just like
Yoink. Hey, okay,
Hey!
okay, posit something else.
What?
perhaps if they're not here for you,
Right?
they look like whatever they think they look like. Because otherwise, does he look like this for everyone? Because he's talking about the way he looks.
He looks
or
like a type of girl.
is he commenting on how you made him look and going, it is fucking unique, check this out.
Or what it is he's like, I look like a dragon, but I look like different kind of dragon.
Depending on who's looking at me. I
Yeah.
have never been so beef. You have a type, bro.
Wow,
This is
I
great.
love it. It's
Love it.
amazing. And those guys have nipples. That's a little weird.
Like, wow.
Like, and only one set. You guys are cats, right?
Right? No, they're
Like-
dudes. Dudes that look like cats. Okay. Sure.
Sure?
Dude
Question
cats.
mark? Well, at least he's proud of himself, but that doesn't really answer why he's dressed like that. Why
Like
are you a
sporty
scene
singer.
Why are you a sporting?
Yeah. I think, want to know why different.
I guess I've always been like this. I used to be an old tree, then I became a grand tree lord. God, this is amazing. Like, do you want to put your hands on me? No, you don't want to do that. It's
Wow,
fine.
I'm so
Like, I just
bumpy. I have so much texture.
wow.
She is great. Her abs. This is new.
Fantastic. I want to feel my arm, like my great arm.
Like flexes.
awesome.
You should feel this. This is
Yeah.
amazing. Like you should feel it from my point of
Hey,
view, but
big tiger, come here.
Yeah.
Touch me.
grab my pecs. Tiger.
Leo, I'm gonna die.
Please don't touch each other in front of me. I can't handle it.
Right. These clothes. Try and guess what these are. How are we supposed to know where his weird clothes came from? Aw, you're not even gonna try and humor me? Well, I may as well try and tell you. It's a landslide safety net.
I sewed it myself. I'm crafty DIY. That's me at heart.
So you're a crafty scene gay.
Uh-oh. I'm now getting like,
Ooh, yeah, the torque rapids. Are we gonna like he's a package? We're gonna sit
oh
on
God. Hi, you look great. I will unwrap you. I love the idea that he's pilfering basically as the supplies of like the forest industry and making clothes out of them.
But I'm glad that we went. It has to be the mesh.
It's
like
amazing.
that's the only.
Let me
thing I
explain
can
the
think
mesh
of.
to you. It's very important.
Oh, you mean those ones along the edges of cliffs to prevent rocks from falling?
Yep, I just tore it off of there and didn't worry about the rocks at all, and then worked it out to put it on me.
Yeah, it was great. Mm-hmm.
And then
we're
when
like,
I came back and went, why is this torn down? No.
isn't that like a racist native joke?
Huh?
Like, okay, do you remember how I told you the one about watch out for falling rock?
No.
Oh God. Okay, so it's a story. It's.
I can see him on a sewing machine now. Honestly,
Yes.
I love that. He's just like, and then someone offered me a sewing machine one day, and I have never looked back. They're like,
It's been
I have very little to offer, but my granddaughter left this to me when she moved to the city, so I give it to you.
It's great.
What is? Learns to sew. Oh my God!
Wow, my whole life, a whole new world.
All right, Ragu, you are a sauce. Now
I am-
speak to us.
I am delicious. Do people want to eat me? Because God, I'm like, whoa,
Tasty.
exactly. Some rocks fell down and dragged this net around me. So all my worshippers started to see me like this.
Oh, okay, that's great. So it's wrapped around the
Yeah.
tree itself, and now everyone sees him like this.
All of your worshippers are scalies?
They're all scaleless.
What? They're all
Wow.
whoa.
Someone somewhere.
They went, I need some serious titty in my
A
life.
long time ago,
Whoa.
someone came by with an American metal band and put a poster up on the tree, and it had a big red dragon on it, and the two just ran together
Yeah,
for
they just,
everyone.
that's how it worked.
That was it.
All right, I guess that makes sense. But why would a Grand Tree Lord look like a dragon? A foreign dragon!
Aye.
Like, whoa! Well, of course! My tree trunk looks like a dragon after all. It looks
Aye. You want to see
scaly?
my tree trunk?
Hey, baby.
It looks like a dragon.
Wanna check out my tree trunk?
Oh no, there's no innuendo in this game at all.
Aye.
None whatsoever.
Really? A dragon!
It looks like a dragon. Haven't seen one that looks like a dragon before.
Right! Some time ago, I got struck by lightning. Since then, people began to think I looked like a dragon.
Uh-huh.
That's actually awfully... But I have seen some really freaking cool-ass trees where they bend over because they've been basically destroyed, but the tree itself didn't die, so it kept growing in a different direction, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
just looks cool as hell.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like, at first, I didn't see it. One day, an artist came by to paint me into their canvas. And it was just up and down and moving the brush around. That person painted me as if I were a dragon sleeping within the dark clouds of a thunderstorm. I'm not sure if I like it, but it was certainly the paintwork of a master artisan.
And he was
like
inspired
right now.
by me.
By me. I wasn't wearing any clothes in the painting.
It was
but
a nude portrait, just so you know. Think of me nude now. Just
I-
in case you hadn't thought of me naked yet,
Yeah.
I'll specifically mention it.
Wait, what?
You guys think about nudity? I thought you just... What?
Rain! Oh, now you have to think about naked dragons.
Hi.
Thanks.
But my image of naked dragons isn't... Wait, what? But
Wait,
I
hang
couldn't
on.
go gallivanting around naked now, could I? So instead you gallivant around in a gay net.
And pants
And
that are from
pants.
somewhere. Where'd you get the canvas pants?
Like, whoa, and they're like short pants.
Oh, they are
Short.
torn. They are Hulk pants.
Yeah, oh yeah, you are the Hulk man? Man of hulkiness. Honky talk.
Honkiness.
Exactly. How very smart of you. Would you like to feel my thighs? They're amazing. Like, I've never been this big before, but like, dang. I am a college student, you know?
I can.
What has
I
that
can,
got to do with intelligence? Completely doesn't get it.
I can put information together.
I have thoughts
Thoughts. That's what I have.
outside of
Titties.
titties.
So what about the nickname? I couldn't imagine many Grand Tree Lords who would want to be called Ragu.
Hi, Ragu.
I'm hardly a lord. I've been drawn as a dragon, and people see me wearing this. I don't really suit the formalities, so Ragu it is. I saw this little, like, glass jar that rolled near me one time, and I wasn't exactly sure what it was since they don't really speak English, but I kind of figured it out as it went along. It was like, oh, Ragu. And I got it because, you know, it was English, I think. Was
And
it
so,
English?
so
not
I'm
sure.
English now, Ragu.
Right.
Mr. Ragu.
Drawn,
Oh my God.
fourth wall break. I actually, no,
No.
because he's not drawing to the fourth wall break. He's like, people drew me like this. So this is the form that I take.
Yeah.
He did mention that.
It's more like an artist coming and drawing him with the way they see him. So
Yeah.
yes.
Which I think is
but
funny.
We have had some meta in here, we suspect.
Yeah,
All right.
well, yes, because we actually had a whole section where we were doing nothing but talking to an artist that I very
About
strongly suspect
struggling.
was like somebody's persona who worked on this game.
As an artist.
As a scaly, I suppose. And okay, so well then, what are you doing here, Mr. Ragu?
Is your tree right around here?
Sir?
Oh, you can't just ask people why they're here. Yo, don't be rude.
All right. Oh, sorry, but why am I gonna choke on water?
Oh, sorry.
My friend was like, what? And I was like, bleh. Sorry, but why did you choose to grace us with your presence? Oh, holy Ragu.
Oh, Bara Ragu? I mean,
Daddy Ragu?
Hi, woo.
Granddaddy Ragu? There's no need to be so serious about it, kid. I just like talking with my worshippers. Would you
Don't
like to check
die.
out? I won't die. It'll be fine.
Ah,
But I
yes.
just like, you know, worshippers. You're all my worshippers.
And be as non-godly as possible while doing so. He's just casual. One of the boys, don't you know? Such a boy.
Oh no, if it's worship with me, honey, it's completely godly. Come here.
It's not as casual
You'll
as we
be-
think.
He
He
is
is a pasta
pasta
sauce.
sauce.
That's what we were saying. He is a pasta sauce.
He is a
This is
pasta.
Grand Tree Lord pasta sauce.
He's a little
I just-
creamy.
Walking in, you know, wearing your formal ceremonial robes, dressed as a shrine maiden, goes up to the tree with an offering. Grand Tree Lord pasta sauce. I leave this bento for you.
Do you think he likes white sauce or red sauce?
Oh
more?
my god.
Pour
me on your noodle.
Yes!
If we haven't made a noodle joke yet, we have forgotten everything. Good job.
Oh, Randolph and Ragu were Kickstarter backers?
Oh.
Oh!
Okay, so it's their Scaly Sonas.
Oh!
That's kind of great. We know nothing about the Kickstarter of this game.
I remember that it was a Kickstarter game, but I didn't look into it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
We know nothing about the Kickstarter other than it existed.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
basically, that's kind
And
of
so
cool,
they bought their way into the game. That's kind of cute.
I mean, they did that with Undertale, actually.
Oh, I just say
too.
other
Yeah.
games have done that too. I've just never looked into it very much. Thank you, Delta. That's great.
Yeah, that's super awesome.
All right.
That's not to mean that people shouldn't respect their gods, of course. I don't like all that formal talk. It just gets in the way of what really matters.
Which
like
is, of course, using
my
me.
amazing legs.
Or which is, of course, using me as a sauce on your
I mean-
noodle.
This guy really is a unique god. That's for sure. Why did you choose to talk to us? Not to mention steal my bento? I wanted to see you guys. I've heard about you. See,
Yes.
I've been watching this game, and like, they couldn't really figure out where to put me, but it still worked out.
Or basically, I've been having all of these, spirits that visit the city, then coming walking back going, there's this herd of, cats wandering around with this dude.
Right?
And it's so hilarious. Oh my god, if you ever see it, you should.
Like, dang.
All these other spirits going, you guys are a weird goddamn quartet.
Quartet, there we go. I was like,
It's not a
my
quad.
brain kept going quadret.
I kept going quad. Just a quad.
Just hanging out with the quad.
Right.
See us?
No.
You guys are famous, didn't you know?
No.
Famous? How can that be? Are we doing fourth wall breaking? We might.
Uh-huh.
A boy who can channel spirits running around with 3 feline gods. You're what all the yogai are talking about these days.
Yaoguai.
Yaoguai. Excuse my butt ass. It's amazing. Do you want to see? You really didn't know?
You didn't think you were completely conspicuous?
Like,
Well,
at all?
I just assumed that nobody could see them, except for me. You don't think the other spirits can see spirits? Oh my god.
Wow, you really are a racist. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, I definitely heard about that piece.
Yeah.
No. What? No way! I wasn't paying attention to anything except for the real world and Liao. I guess I haven't really talked to any other yaoguai since I've been dealing with Yu Shen-Chi's life, though. I'm trying to person here, okay? It makes sense that there would be a spirit population going, there's a lot going on there, bro.
Right?
I knew this would worry Liao, so I didn't tell him.
Huh? Tiger, you knew about this?
I know that yaoguai love to gossip. Remember I told you I know what yaoguai are and then you didn't trust me and you questioned the yaoguai for like 2 hours?
And it was...
So it's only natural that we'd garner some attention. I mean, obviously, spirits don't usually hang around in groups around people.
Ah, well, I heard you're quite the stud, letting these 3 chase after you, not even making a decision on which one you love.
If you're still available, I'm looking.
Hey, baby! What? That's what they're saying? What do the yaoguai think they know about this? Ha ha ha! Yaoguai have to entertain themselves somehow. Most of them just play games and read manga all day these days because... that's how they don't feed themselves. What?
Right? If they don't have a body, I guess.
Right? Except that yaoguai, in order to continue to exist, as yaoguai, they're like, I need to eat. I guess, maybe?
They don't have to be in a body. That one just had a body.
Yes. Hey, baby. One of my worshippers gave me a 3DS, so even I play around with it occasionally. It's pretty fun. It's a cute little collectible edition. It has some cats on it. It looks
so
like
good.
you guys, actually. It's a little weird.
What?
What? How? Well, pressing the buttons is no problem for me, but I wouldn't play with any worshippers watching me, of course. Him also, Liao.
How the hell do you charge the battery?
Right?
Like, dude, do you have electricity out here? Excuse me?
Someone comes and installs
Sir?
a thing in a No. They come by and as part of their worship, once a week, they bring a battery pack and recharge it.
Oh my god, that would be amazing!
That is what I do every week. I bring an offering of recharging your game.
Right? Wait, that's not important. What other rumors are there about us?
You're just dating all 3 of them and you're wishy-washy.
Right?
Oh.
Just as I said, you let these three dote after you, never giving anything in return. I would say it could be seen as taking advantage of them.
Just so you know, those poor, beautiful people that you have following you around,
Like, they could come home with me. Do you guys want to stay with me? I could totally make some
you know what?
experiences for you.
I will not never give you anything. I would be happy to give you
Everything.
something. Many things.
Many things. I'm old. Do you want to hang out with Daddy?
Yes.
It's not like that. They're the ones who came looking for me. Sure, they want me to go off and help them. You mean
Like assist them?
like assist in the corner?
Like
in the
accept
back
them.
of the parking
Like allow
lot?
them, access to you. Open up to them, as it were.
No, but there's no way I can make such big promises to them. That's why we're stuck like this, okay? Not to mention all 3 of them are male. Even if the yaoguai are being really open-minded about it, they surely can't want me to be like that with all 3 of them.
I can't bone all 3 of them.
The guy... What are you talking about?
Wait, what? Yeah, you can. You can totally
can?
bone all of them.
Oh,
the
no!
boning is possible.
Spam! Goodbye! Goodbye, ban user. You are spam.
You know what?
In the place that you live.
Honestly, for me, the idea of buying followers, the idea that the ones who would buy would be interested in our specific niche content would be insane. Like, not only do I think that's a shady, awkward practice anyway, but the idea that someone's just creating people and then going, boning all of them, challenge accepted.
Yes.
I will just date all of them, it's fine.
It will happen.
I just say, but like, this idea that you would then go, suddenly all these random people just have this stuff on their feed that's you, that they never signed up for.
Well, it's also like you don't even know if they're necessarily people. You don't know. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's just
goes to cats or whatever.
Can I be like that with all 3 of them? Oh. So you see these 3 dudes?
He can't! The question is answered. He cannot see them the way we can see them.
But why would he also then go, I'm a dragon and I'm covered in fishnet? What is going
So
on? Like,
apparently,
sort of weird...
because he is worshipped so hard as this one thing,
right?
Everybody sees him that way because his following has defined what he looks like.
Right.
So again, he can look super beefier for you, if that's how you interpret, but he looks like this for everybody because the collective consciousness. Sort of the way my 1OC was created with a collective consciousness.
That's true.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then you have an experience of going, these other 3 actually don't have other worshippers. Part of their problem is that they're obscure, so you define their appearance.
Right. I honestly wish, in some ways, with that, it's a drag-on net. I kind of want to go, like, I want it to be... He does more drag. I think that would be fun.
That'd be great. We need to give him some really good, like, eyeshadow, just like our good,
he'd be on
Leopard
point.
Cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or we just give him the dark eyeliner that all the anime boys wear.
What? How else would I see them? Wait, what?
Wait, hang on.
What? Huh? So that's how it is. In your eyes, am I a male as well?
Oh, and everyone else sees massive busty dragon, you know?
Or something.
I am the ultimate in macro girl.
Yes! A young dragon man! I was thinking myself as a jolly old ant!
Aww.
Gods don't have genders, after all. Worshippers see their gods as whatever gender they imagine them to be.
So yes, maybe they're not actually gendered. It depends on if you have a preferred gender. I think that is exactly it.
Which is cool.
I love the idea of you seeing this and going, jolly old ant, and having to deal with that in your brain.
Also, like, for me... I like, genuinely, I love this conflict, basically, of going, like, so, are you actually gay, then? Or is that just what you would like to have? So does that mean that, you know, basically, you're having at least a queer experience, not explicitly necessarily a gay experience?
Right, and also in this case, going, Liao does seem to be really attracted to dudes with dude bodies.
Yeah.
Like, he seems like he's attracted to cis dudes, so...
Right?
He's like, but it can't be like that with all 3 of them, so you have a problem with poly, not with gay?
Right?
What's your hang up here?
Right?
But it also doesn't seem like they're all trying to romance us.
No.
Only really like Leopard Cat is. Leopard Cat is, I am down to bone and move in and marry and stay and make a life bond, handfast, everything.
Yes.
I'm done.
Yes, please, put a ring on my finger and take it home.
Yes.
The way that you see them isn't necessarily how they are. Basically, you could just be seeing them as the gender you like the most. What?
I'm in denial about myself.
I thought I'd been seeing beastmen just because they're animal gods. That's normal, right? I guess different worshippers would perceive gods differently, according to what they themselves believe. After all, I've heard stories about Guanyin being male or female, but I never thought their genders weren't actually a set thing.
Aha.
Oh!
That's because you grew up in a binary, dear.
Well, at least I know Senpai is a...
Liao, I only possessed Yanshuchi after learning which way you swing.
Oh.
I picked him out so you would talk to me because he's cute, okay?
Wait. So
you...
now I'm more confused. Like, or it was like, Yanshuchi then basically was open and available to possession. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what their
So
story
what it
is.
basically sounds like is he possessed him on the night you gained your gift, but he didn't expect you to be able to see him. So going, oh, you can now perceive spirits, so I want you to interact with me as a spirit, and I'll just go talk to you, but going, why would you then need to possess a body? Or it's just, I don't know if you'll be able to see spirits or not. I know your spiritual power has been greatly increased, so I'm going to come try and recruit you.
Or he literally had no idea at all and was like, I need to talk to you, so I just possessed somebody who was open and available to me, and then I just got there, and you happened to have just gotten that ability.
But why would he need to talk to you otherwise? What would be his motivation if you weren't powerful?
Well, because he's... Okay, so I have to possess him so that I can actually talk to you, because otherwise
Why
I can't.
would he need to talk to Liao?
He already said, I need you to save my shrine.
Why specifically Liao if he didn't have strong spirit power?
Because Liao at least has a strong spiritual background. So it's like, you put a Jitong there, it works for me. Like, it makes sense to me.
We'll just agree to be confused together. It's fine.
I'm not confused. I know exactly what I believe, and you can be confused over there in that corner.
I will do it over there. I would say after so he literally picked this body out to try and hit on you. Lovely.
You're straight! Everybody loves the boy with the baby face, right?
And that's the Moe problem. I mean, Moe experience. I mean, it's Moe.
I don't think so. You think he has a baby face? I think he's just sort of annoying, actually.
It could also be your dragon's interpretation, but he does have a more fluffy kitten, bigger eyes, kitten-like face than anyone else.
And I get that. I'm just like, your personality throws me off. You might look adorable, but you're sort of meh. It's fine.
But we're talking about looks.
We're talking about looks.
Nothing else.
All right. I still wouldn't kick
cute.
him. It's fine. What are you talking about? However you go about it, from the perspective of the yaoguai, it does kind of look like you're leading them on. Like, that bento could probably be taken as you wanting them to fight over you. Actually, sir, I am limited by what the game allows me to do. I would have shared with everyone.
Actually, he's not talking to us, he's talking to Liao, and Liao is clueless. I'm thinking further and further that Liao has himbo energy because he's really freaking clueless.
He kind of is. It's
Aye.
not like that's what I meant to happen. How could you think like that? I'm just a guy. They're gods.
Whatever you're assuming that if we hang out together, everyone's trying to romance me, I have not picked up on it at all. I don't know I'm in a romance game.
Ah! So you've never heard of men who've fallen in love with gods before? You must have been misinformed.
Well, Liao, we are all living together after all.
Senpai, please don't make this worse. Oh my god, please,
I
please.
sleep in your bed.
Shut up!
I don't see your statements as correct at all. Us gods couldn't possibly have romantic feelings for Liao, even though I called us childhood sweethearts. That is unrelated. All I wish for him is that he ignore the other two and return home after graduation to be with me. A relationship is the furthest thing on my mind. I don't regard that as a relationship.
So this character then is basically the introduction of, now we're gonna be like, look, dating is an option. Like, you guys, hello. This is the reason for this character to be in here. And I appreciate
To let you know that since none of them are going to be truly direct about it.
Yes.
And except for, your Leopard Cat, who isn't really being clear about it, just being really horny.
Right.
I was going to say that you really could get involved with these people if you go with them.
Right. Which I also think is funny because in romance stories, like, I find it sometimes to be entertaining. Like, for sure, when you have that character that shows up to serve the narrative purpose of going, hey, you're in a romance! You should romance!
Alright, so I am going to say that we are past what our normal scheduled time is. I think we're going to finish this scene.
No, it's at 4:30.
Oh, we do 4:30.
You are
Shit.
forgetting what
I
time
lost
it is.
it. I did. I've got other things going on. We're good. Okay,
I was
let's
like,
do this.
no,
Let's do this.
we have 30 minutes left. Stop it.
It's because we started late and I got confused. Alright,
Really?
let's correct it all. Furthest thing on my mind. From
Furthest.
my mind. Mm-hmm.
The conversation seems to be lost on Leopard, which is probably for the best.
This
oh
is
my
great.
god. Well, alright, I should stop messing with you. It's fine! I look like Granny Baba.
Yes!
I know that they don't feel that way. Well, maybe except for the little,
Don't call me little.
Alright then, Leopard Cat. But with the rumors being what they are, I had to come and see for myself. Cause like, dang man, we have conversations. So, kiddo, do you really have no romantic feelings for these cats? Here, let me put you on the spot.
Let me just ask you.
Like, they're not actually people, and you're not actually a person, and I'm just kind of
I have
torturing
thought
you.
of them as nuisances, obstacles, and objects this entire time. How could I possibly have romantic feelings for that?
Also, going like, finding someone hot does not mean I find them romantically interesting.
It's
that is
true.
separate.
And
Sexual and
important.
romance is not the same. Excuse
All
me.
right.
Not at all! Well, at the very least, you're all so close to each other. What? Really?
Yes.
Okay, you're all so close to each other. I'd say whatever happens, you'll still make great companions. Together.
Friends, maybe?
Alone. Like with me.
You will figure out how to do a foursome.
Nice.
Oh wait, he's got a body. Fivesome. You can do it.
Yeah, it'll be great. All right. Great companions. Would that really be how it works out? You still don't know everything. You don't even know what they're asking me to do. Please say, what have they come to request from you?
Nah.
Then explain to me. A Jitong? A priest? An oracle? I would have to choose one of those roles and perform for years for just one of them. Perhaps even my whole life. I can't just make a promise like that to all of them. So then, I guess you'll just have to promise that to the one you wish to be together with for all life.
Yes, for your entire life.
Why'd you have to put it like that?
Why?
Isn't that how it is? Whoever you choose will be your companion for life. Hey!
No,
hey,
you know what?
no!
Leopard Cat has, Leopard Cat has specifically said that we can spend a couple of years on them and then leave, so no. The only one that seems to have any real direct, interest in me, vaguely non-specified over there, is the one that has said it doesn't have to be permanent at all, so there.
And also at the same time, sir, you can actually enter into a relationship and then leave it later. That is not the same at all.
There is this assumption that when you date for the first time in these games that it is a lifelong bond that never has any troubles or difficulties for all of ever after. Into the romantic sunshine and sparkles, you now have a 60-year marriage flawlessly. And I'm just like, that is an unrealistic expectation, my bro.
Yes. And also at the same time, too, again, relationships can change. Your companion for life. Well, that's no pressure. Thanks. As difficult of a decision it is to make, isn't it a bit disrespectful to the gods by having them follow you everywhere in anticipation?
I have literally told them not to follow me every single day.
But he doesn't know that.
It's
So
true.
that one is fair. I never thought of it like that, except you have tried to freaking get them to stay away from you and give you time to yourself.
You really
That
have.
is actually not your fault.
I appreciate that now you're having okay, I feel like this is that social
That's
burden of they have decided to do this for you / with you, and so now you're obligated to think about it. But he has literally been like, I can go by myself. I can go to school by myself. I can shop by myself. I can do things by myself. Why don't you guys do something else? He continually tries to send them away from him. So they're, at this point, basically, he's being told he should be obligated for their behavior, that they won't stop, and even at his request.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't get that at all. What? No, I'm sorry that you feel guilted about that, but that seems silly.
I mean, this god has come in and told you, well, aren't you being selfish? And you're like, I might be. Or just going, I've never thought of it like that. And if I have to think of it like that, if that's what another god is telling me the way I have to think of it,
Right?
then I have to change my change my position.
Well, you can't put off this decision forever. I'd say you should choose the companion you get along with best and stay together with them.
We don't really super get along best with any of them.
It's not like that's an easy thing to choose. Not to mention there's other things I want to do in life. No matter what, the influence of others will always change your path in life.
I mean,
regardless
it's
of
true.
what you like people are involved. Things will happen.
Yep, there are more variables, so things will be different if you are alone or if you are with someone.
Imagine if you had a relationship with another human. Wouldn't that change your life just the same? That doesn't make it any easier. Even if I refuse all three, it's none of your business. After seeing how stressed you are over this, I want to come and help. You are dealing with gods, so of course, it's of interest to all of us.
I want to be at the middle of this gossip pile.
Oh my god,
Yes.
I love drama.
Lay it
I
on
am
me.
truly auntie. I want to make my own decision, but please, I don't want you to try to make my own decisions for me. You're unique, kiddo, and because of that, your affairs matter to us gods. So would you like to have an affair with me, or one with him, or one with him?
Maybe you should try
or one with
having
him?
several affairs and see how you feel.
Yeah,
That might help.
Try dating, not
know what?
relationship, not
Try,
dating.
try boning all of them and see which one you get along with best. What?
As annoying as it is, he's not wrong. Even if a perfect way to settle this doesn't exist, I think you should still decide as soon as possible. Taking up the time of all three of them is just going to come across as disrespectful.
I don't mind. It's fine. As long as Liao goes home after graduation, he won't have time to go be a temple priest or some Aborigines oracle.
Stop being selfish, old man. My temple's in dire straits as it is, and he wouldn't have to stay there forever.
Ah!
Well, things wouldn't be so bad for you if you went back to being a yaoguai.
And what if my Fudagong loses all their spirit power?
That's all that will happen. A gods of soil.
Whoops.
A gods of soil will just lose their power. It's not like they would die. They're just powerless. No big deal.
And then they just get to float around forever in a sort of weird limbo until they maybe somehow attach to something else, or people decide that they like this particular area. Again, that's sort of terrible.
If the local people don't feel they need to worship them, then that's just how it is.
Please stop, you two. It's hard enough to decide what to do with this plot point as it is without each of you making each other cry. I mean, and by crying, I mean Tiger, stop making him cry. Please, this really is difficult for me.
So one thing that Liao is missing, and I feel it's appropriate for him to miss, because a lot of times when you're in the middle of a situation, you are told you need to handle it. And that is a very standard thing, like personal responsibility, but personal responsibility often extends, even in America, to someone else has been brought into your life, so you need to accommodate that experience of them being in your life.
Right.
If you suddenly have 9 people proposing to you, you need to consider which one you want, or no one at all, not, someone else.
Right?
Also, there's this experience here that Liao is not realizing, again, that someone else could fix these problems. Now, Guardian Tiger can't be fixed because all he wants is to basically live with Liao forever back at home. Like, there's no solution for that unless you give the statue to someone else, and he just wants them to go home and shrine things. Like, I gave it to my brother, who is already tending the shrine.
Right.
And then Tiger can be with him, who's already tending the shrine.
Right.
Kind of thing. I was just saying, but in the case of the other two, there really are other people who could do the job they're asking for. And even though Liao is the only one with the spirit power, it doesn't have to be for him to solve it. One of the things that we've noticed in a lot of the dating games we've played across our YouTube channel is that there seems to be this impetus of you specifically need to solve their specific problem. And in real life with all variables, it's just not true.
Yeah, it's a little wild. Anyway, really difficult for me. I know you're under pressure.
Aha!
And then down on me and going down on you, and everybody's got down on it. But putting it off won't help. You won't make any progress like that. Maybe, unless something else comes up.
Oh, something could come up. No problem.
Shut up, Senpai.
Liao must quickly come. Wutai, something bad.
What is it?
Danger. We must warn them.
Every temple has stories about gods helping their worshippers ward off some prophecy of doom. Sorry, Kulao, but your problem isn't special.
Especially because you won't be explicit about it.
Additionally,
Like, what's frustrating me is nobody's really necessarily, I guess, Leopard Cat is being someone who's, explicit of going, this is what I need. Honestly, the only person who's not being explicit at this point, actually, is just Clouded Leopard.
I was gonna say, and the thing is if it's something like time sensitive, like a massive storm or an earthquake are coming, if you just show up and can't speak their language and try to convey a message, also he says you need to live there forever, but if it's a problem, in theory you could communicate it to them, help support them in plans for it, and then leave.
And then be done. Goodbye. Poof, gone, lost forever.
Which is exactly why you shouldn't journey off to anyone else's temple. Liao is of the Lin family. You should take care of your own Mazu temple and your family's needs. Running around and saving the worshippers of every temple is a fool's errand. There are too many temples. There's probably 100 other gods out there, just like these ones, that have problems that are even worse than theirs. And those people don't have access to you.
You are not only short-sighted, but really selfish, okay?
Selfish.
Selfish.
Selfish. Just because you have the ability to do so doesn't mean you should.
God consultant.
You're right.
We would be. We would just show up and be like, all right, I can speak to your guy. Basically, it's like the whole cat whisperer or whatever going, you can't talk to your cat, but I can. And I am going to translate for your cat so you know what they're saying. And in this case, it's literally, people, here is your cat, God, spirit, if you will. I will translate for him to tell you what you need. God consultant. Yes, I love it.
I would honestly be for it, hands down. That would be great.
Travels from shrine to shrine all around the world, being a God consultant to different cultures and just going, I will
translate what your god's trying to tell you. Make your guide happy. What they really just want is braised beef. I understand that is not the thing you guys usually offer, but that's what your god wants. And then they will be able to bless the shit out of you if you offer it.
And you'll be fine. It'll be great.
God cat whisperer. Yes!
Yes!
All right. You're the one being selfish. He belonged to me first.
He mine.
What a sauce. I mean, what a troublesome situation you've gotten yourself in, kiddo.
I didn't get myself into it. He started it, he took advantage of it, and he's just mooching because I can see him now.
Ah!
You got yourself into it by being born with your power.
Yeah, it's
And
your
by
fault.
it being a power that was strong enough that he could magnify it. Sorry, bro.
That's too bad for you.
You did it.
You guys don't get it. I'm not playing around. I'm stressed every day.
I feel like I should remind you that this situation won't resolve itself. You're going to keep stressing yourself out over it until you make a decision. I don't think any of them want you to go through that.
Except for the fact is, guess what, Ragu? I'm gonna tell you in accordance to the meta that we can't make a decision now. We
So,
literally
you know
have
what?
to play through all of the stress and anxiety until the character are either ready to do it themselves, which is scripted. So I got nothing.
I appreciate. So in sense of being a gamer and you telling me you need to choose, there's nothing we can do.
Do you know I've hated that with games where they're like, here, we'll give you only one option. You must kill everything on screen. And then you get to the end and they go, you've been nothing but a murderer. And you're like, that's all I can do?
Well, you
I
could have
can't
turned
not
off-
shoot people.
You could have turned off the game and not played. Thanks. So
Thanks?
you literally are telling me that I shouldn't buy your games because I shouldn't play it because I'm a bad person if I kill things?
What?
Fictional things that you made just for me to kill, just to taunt me to not buy it? That seems like an awkward experience.
I feel like I'm experiencing some ludonarrative dissonance.
Yes.
Hey!
Why don't you go through that?
I guess so.
And the yaoguai, they're spreading rumors. The faster you get this over with, the better.
Are rumors
What
a
does
problem for
that mean?
us? Right? Why does that even matter?
Nothing. In the end, honestly, it really doesn't matter. It's just up to you. Just think about who you wish to team up with. No matter what, you'll end up hurting someone. So, keep it simple for their sakes.
Thanks for playing it out so clearly.
Why?
One of these three is gonna have to be hurt.
Why do you have to make it sound like I'm breaking up with someone? Why?
What?
Why? Why? Sexy, horrible dragon scene gay man.
I'm really not. I'm just your auntie. Am I wrong? After all, their appearances are based on your preferences. Not to mention all the things they can help you with.
I don't! Immediately shoves Bento in front of self. I don't need their help with things they can help me with.
I did hear from somewhere that these gods fulfill a special interest of yours. Don't they, kiddo?
Blah!
How do you know about that?
Ah,
So, it's true?
ah.
I was just guessing.
When I realized that you see them as giant, furry cat burrow boys, I went, whoa, that sounds like a fetish.
Like, I know what fetishes are. There's this one worshiper I have who shows up and I just look like a giant red foot.
Oh my god.
Covered
In mesh.
in mesh.
Yes.
And it's really interesting.
And the mesh gets stuck between my toes.
Why?
Guys, the yaoguai are gossiping about me like that? About that stuff?
Thinking about it is almost too embarrassing to handle.
Yeah.
Ah!
Just don't make it too hard on yourself, kiddo. Think about it simply, directly, and make a decision earlier.
Think simple.
Take my spiritual advice for you to heart, kiddo. Bend over.
And just take
Ragu
it.
pats me on the head.
Blah. In fact, no beans. Why are there no toe beans?
You suck. You have no beans. Except that, depending on your type of lizard, and I will say that loosely because obviously they're a dragon, they have beans of their own.
Some of them have pads.
Like,
yes.
particularly like geckos or like frogs, especially if they're like the sticky tree frogs, you're like, frog beans.
Sort of like
beans.
section beans.
Sucky beans.
Suck beans. That doesn't sound right. But nonetheless, I think it works.
And I love the fact that it's literally built off of like a textured experience. It's the way that basically the cells have come together to grow on the surface of their toes. So if you're talking about like sticky frogs, sticky tree frogs, it's literally just
You
a
lift,
surface
and then
thing.
you pull them down.
Yep. It's so cool. Okay, little guy, take it easy. I'll be around here for the next few days if you need me. I'm gonna go on vacation. I'll see ya.
Well, this
Aren't
is probably
you
potentially
tired?
far away from his tree.
Right?
Or their tree.
Ragu says goodbye with a hearty smile before starting to fade away.
He can make himself invisible to you.
As if he wasn't ever there to begin with.
Does this mean that everyone you can see is deliberately making themselves visible to you?
Yes.
Or you could see them unless they deliberately make themselves invisible.
Or if they're strong enough, they can make themselves visible or invisible. Maybe. That would be my... Oh, wait!
Bye.
No! He was gone. What kind of god just brings up a topic like that and then just leaves? Am I in a romance game? What a weird god.
I would never have foreseen that he would bring that up. I would have told him not to tell you if I had that chance.
Why?
I'd have figured it would make you uncomfortable. You didn't like the regular people gossiping about you, and I was most likely correct. You should just ignore the yaoguai gossip until it fades away. There's no harm to come from it. Besides, none of us are actually suffering, despite what you said. I will tell you for everyone on all of their behalfs.
Right?
Though Ragu was kinda right, Liao.
He's a sauce?
You shouldn't just keep waiting until something bad happens.
Like he turns into a sauce?
Like it becomes really extreme and suddenly your hand is forced and you have to make a decision, not just, could make one. So, let's set off for Meowly as soon as possible.
Senpai, please.
I haven't even eaten anything. But we get along so well. It'd be so nice just to be with Liao forever.
Except
Like
for the fact that you have to
forever?
stop possessing the body.
Yeah, so
Like,
leave
I
that
will be
body.
here for you. Like, what?
I picked this body on your preferences, but since you can't even see the body anymore, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, dude, you need to let go of the body if you're going to try and romance me.
Yeah, at this point, just be done. Like, I don't know. Please don't say things like that. Leopard raises a paw and gently taps Senpai on the head.
Pep.
Senpai plays along, acting stunned as if he just smacked him. That's really weirdly coordinated for two characters that I'm not sure have necessarily talked a lot, especially
Also,
for...
Clouded Leopard indicates that sometimes he doesn't understand greater details of things, so if he knows precisely that you basically just turned him down and he's going, oh, you just socially slapped him? That's weird.
What? Pep, I'm like, I don't understand. That seems it. Finally able to collect my thoughts, I look back towards the picnic and bento laid out before us. Now that Ragu has taken a bite out of the chi, would any of them even want to eat it?
Well, two of them can't if he ate the whole chi.
So what do we do about the bento? All three of them remain silent. None of them wanted the bento anymore.
And two of them can't literally take it based on what we understand. There's nothing
Right?
there for them.
There was a kind of weird mood, but I should still eat my lunch. Did make it for myself, after all. I picked up my chopsticks and looked down at the bento. All the pieces of roasted meat laid untouched in a tidy row. But I couldn't help but recall Ragu picking up one and eating it, even though that never specifically happened on screen.
Actually, and also the bento was behind your back when it happened, so you wouldn't have seen it anyway.
Yeah, I was really confused about that. I was like, oh, he just sort of like, what does he do? Like take the whole box? Like,
he just takes the essence out of it while you're holding
no,
the
no,
box.
but I mean, like, yeah, like takes the whole box, like including all the chi. Like he just takes the whole thing.
Right.
I didn't even think it was partial. I thought it was all of it.
Yeah, I assumed he's just like, you're arguing over this thing, so I just picked up the
Whole
whole chi and ate
and
it all.
shoved it into my face.
Uh-huh.
Like, I sit down a moment and calm myself. Ragu was correct. I do like sauce. Postponing my decision isn't going to help anything.
And
so I need to
everything
decide.
is innuendo.
Yeah, completely.
Damn it.
Dang, a saucy dragon just told me that.
Yes.
Nothing good will come from just waiting, especially if I come again.
Oof.
Or I come later.
Or I have to wait to come. Shit.
But I'll come.
Alright.
Eventually.
God.
Especially for Senpai. His Fudagong's powers probably won't hold out much longer, but I literally freaking cannot make a decision unless the game lets me do it. I always thought I could keep this up until graduation. Time's running out. isn't it?
We
and
guess?
people are invested in shipping.
We are.
Damn
Time is
it.
running out based on not Tiger. Tiger has no urgent thing.
Yeah,
Time is
Tiger's
running
fine.
out based on the other two, and one of them you do not know what kind of a time frame you have
At all.
And in theory, if you did take your weekend trip over to Leopard Cat's thing, you could start working on it now and then come back. Yeah, it would take up your freaking weekends, but it would solve part of that problem.
Right?
And if we could figure out at all what Clouded Leopard is on about, we might be able to, as he asked, figure out some sort of a stopgap or something.
But that doesn't mean I should be hasty. I need to think about this. This is my life we're talking about. I still need to think about what's best for me. If that means I need to refuse all three, I should do it sooner rather than later. However, if it was so easy to make them leave, then I wouldn't have to stress out over it. What should I do?
I've already told all of them no, and told all of them to leave, and told all of them I'm just going to stay in school and not do this. So you're going to have to be different about doing that, because none of those worked for setting a boundary.
Right? I raise my chopsticks, about to snatch up some lunch, and suddenly, swiftly, I see a paw reach in and snatch away a piece of meat from my bento.
Delicious.
One look at Leopard's expression exposed his white lie. It wasn't delicious at all.
Yeah.
I might as well try it. So I pick up the piece that Leopard just consumed the chi from and place it on my tongue.
Salty.
Yep, it's way too salty. If someone ever tells you that you can't use too much soy sauce, they are wrong. And
True.
you are correct.
True.
Hands down. Because what starts happening is that, especially if you're using it to cook with and you keep letting it boil off, you're basically just concentrating the flavor over and over and
You
over
are
again.
condensing it to make it stronger.
I've actually done that on accident, and
It's pretty bad.
the other pieces were cold and oily. It was butter with the rice, but by no stretch of the imagination would I consider it delicious.
The cake should be good, though.
Moving on, I tried the rest of the meal. The fried veggies tasted metallic somehow. The biscuit, in lowercase, was soggy. While the seasoning wasn't bad, you couldn't call what's here a tamagoyaki good. As I was thinking over how it didn't turn out too well, Leopard's paw reaches over the bento, snatching another 2 pieces of meat. But, Leopard? Is it okay for you to eat that? Ragu already had a bite, after all.
And you have said, bleh, I'm
And
the
you said-
spiritual saliva.
Everybody, actually, that's mostly been Leopard Cat. That was just senpai.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'll say, I mean, the other two expressed some amount of distaste of, I don't want to eat after
It's true.
them. But, like, yeah.
yeah, okay,
Because Liao made this.
it's not that good, though.
Because Liao made this.
You just said it's not all, you just agreed with the fact that I said, but it's not good?
And he's just saying.
And you just said, no, because
He's going,
it's
yes, it's not that good. I'm not eating it because it's good. I'm eating it because you made it.
It's okay, I support you. There's no need to force yourself just because of that.
Because Yao made this. Oh.
He just keeps saying the same thing over and over again. Why is he always so determined? Really, it's okay. You don't need to force yourself. Someone already had some, and it's not even that good. I don't expect you to eat it. Oh my god, I'm gonna keep repeating myself just like you. Wait.
But he's also fine and he can choose for himself, so you know.
Yeah, like chill.
But I want to eat.
I look down at the mess of a bento I made. It doesn't taste good, and it doesn't look good either. But you know what? We're out of time!
Oh,
Hey!
I thought we were gonna finish this scene.
I don't think we'll be able to get this done. Like, that's what I kept waiting for as well. Unless, so, do you guys want us to try to see if we can finish this in any amount of time at all? Like, I'm kind of like, I keep feeling like this keeps dragging, and I don't know why.
We did we did start a little bit late, so we are, I think we could go another like 5-10 minutes, because that's all we had to go over last time to
Sure.
finish the scene. I feel like it's mostly
Let's
done.
just keep going then for a little bit anyway. I know I said you guys should decide, but we'll just keep going a little bit longer because...
We're almost done.
We're almost
I
done.
feel it in my
feel it.
jellies.
Leopard takes another piece of meat, including some veggies this time as well. He never eats veggies. Before I knew it, he took another mouthful, and then another. Before long, he'll have eaten the whole thing! Considering the quality, it'd be rude to not follow his lead. So I proceed to dig in, eating the whole thing quietly before finishing up by clipping the lid back on the bento box.
I am
And
surprised.
nobody else
cares at all.
Right,
Even though
no
they
one
all
else is
threw a
interacting.
tantrum.
Huge tantrum about it, but they're not going, like, there isn't even, like, Tiger going in, yeah, you don't have to eat his cooking, sort of defensively kind of
Right.
thing. Or going, if you're gonna eat it, I'm gonna try it.
That is actually one of the things that I have to say kind of disappoints me about this game. Of while it's nice that like, I guess that you have the time that you do with the characters, it's like they are all there. Why do they disappear the second you make a decision? It just feels
I
really
think-
unnatural.
It is basically manufactured isolation.
Yeah, and it's just it is strange. I'm not a fan. I wish that writers wouldn't do this.
Or that there'd be a reason for the other two to be quiet. Like when they
Right.
specifically say they've walked away, they've done something else, whatever.
Right.
Okay, so people are like Zarz's Lepan says, okay, so let's see if we can get this.
Sure, why not? Let's do it. Okay. Once we finish eating, I pack up the leftover rubbish. We have to keep the field clean, after all.
All the
Pick-
pastries were wrapped in those little crepe paper things.
Right? I also love this fact that we're like recycle, damn you.
Yeah, right.
Or like clean up after yourself. Don't mess it up, okay? Senpai pulls out a bottle of juice and passes it to me. I take a swig and lay down against the rock under the tree, taking in the breezy scenery around me.
I feel like the rock under the tree in that shade would be chilly.
I
Real
do too,
chilly.
especially because you complained about it being cold.
Brr.
Clouds had gathered over a distant mountain peak, creating fog in shades of white and gray. A thick haze obscures the lush forest underneath. Even though it's spring, cold air still blows through these mountains. I zip up my jacket and let myself relax a little. As I look up, I see some tung flower petals drift down onto my shoulders. I brush them off, leaving them to fall on the picnic blanket below. Brilliant white petal snow forming around me, a petal at a time.
Meow. You want to bring some of the tongue flowers home with us?
Home? But where would we put them?
Huh.
I watched the petals fall on the picnic blanket. Senpai made them blossom, just for me. The fallen flowers didn't have stems, so I guess a vase wouldn't work, or a vase, depending on how
See,
you
on the
want
other
it.
hand, you can actually float them in water, and it will keep them alive for a while.
It's kind of neat.
For flowers like this, placing them on a plate, yes, with some water should suffice. In that case, they should keep nice for several days.
Huh. Really?
In fact, what you could do is rinse out your bento box, stack a bunch of them in there with a little bit of water, and then carry them down the mountain so they don't get crushed.
Right? I imagine a picture of serenity as the tongue flowers drift across the water on a nice little plate on my bookshelf.
That sounds adorable.
But how'd we get them home without crushing them? That's the problem.
They'd get crushed in a bag. Maybe, yes!
Yay!
If we wash the bento box and put them in that.
Wouldn't they just smell like food then?
Not flowers, fooders.
Aha, right.
Shame I didn't bring any soap.
Wait, what kind of person would bring soap to a picnic? Packing an extra box would make way more sense. Senpai gathers the flower petals into a small pile, about the size of a fist. They're beautiful, but I couldn't imagine how to keep them pristine during the trek back home.
Aw.
As I watched Senpai gather more flowers, I thought through what to do. This lasts just a moment as my attention shifts to Leopard walking over to the tongue tree.
Oh no! It's here. It is. It's another premium, like CG. That's adorable.
Before I know it, Leopard throws the flowers up in the air, holding his paws around the flowers as if he was about to catch them as they fell. Where's that?
Okay, yeah, you gotta get the
Hide you eye. There we
eye.
go.
Look
Aw,
at that!
cute!
They took away their paws again and made them more hands again.
Yeah. Oh, they have pads though this time.
Yeah, there are some beans there.
There are some beans, but
Little
still more
beans.
hands.
More hand than
I wanted
bean.
more paws.
Also, since he's leaning forward, Snake is totally going down the pants.
I know.
Ah.
It's great.
I'm like, you look very cute. Your tiger looks very grumpy though. This is a serious business. Flowers.
Yes.
Yes.
I know what flowers are.
Also,
I
I'm
got
just
it.
like, this is
That's
great.
really cute.
It's adorable.
Aww. Okay. However, none of the flowers fall back down. Instead, Leopard must be using his powers to suspend them in the breeze.
Oh my god, you're gonna walk back with a literal anime convention of swirling flowers following you?
That would be hilarious.
Wow! Kilao, that's a cool move. Super impressed, sparkle eyes, woo!
Quite the waste of your divine powers.
That's why he's grumpy.
Uh-huh.
Leopard looks around a bit while keeping the flowers suspended over his paws. Soon enough, Senpai comes over with his backpack.
Ah. Kilao! Can you keep the flowers floating around inside my bag?
Oh, that is wild.
That's adorable and I kind of love it.
Yes.
All the way down the mountain?
Yes. Really? For that long?
Yay!
Yes. Can we really? Yes. What if it's this thing?
Yes.
All the way back home on the bus? Yes. Oh.
Yeah, is it? It's like, what?
That's so cute.
Sparkle,
yes.
sparkle.
And
Yes.
big eyes. Just everyone, the biggest of kawaii eyes.
I know.
Yay! 3 cheers for Kulao. Now we can take the flowers home, thanks to him. That's really cute, actually.
Senpai dances happily around Leopard.
Bound.
It's
Nice
nice to be able to take the
Frolic.
flowers home and
Frolic.
all, but does he really need to be so excited about it?
More frolicking.
I whack!
Liao is going to decorate the room with these blossoms. We'll just put plates everywhere on every surface.
Sure. I guess so?
So many. And whenever you see the blossoms, you'll think of me because I made them for you.
me?
Think of
Me? Why would I?
Because I'm the one who thought to bring them home.
Together.
I'm also the one who thought to bring you here, and the one who thought to show them to you, and the one who made them bloom.
I mean,
It's really the flowers are about me.
Leopard's the one who's actually letting us be able to bring them home.
But I made them, but don't you think I'm beautiful? Let me redirect. Just like a tung blossom? Don't you?
How so?
Wow. You're supposed to agree with me and say I'm hot.
Senpai is frozen with shock. So I walk over and help Leopard open the bag so he can float the petals inside.
Are we floating whole flowers or just petals?
It sounds like flowers and petals. They're just saying petals because they don't want to do both. And
Yeah. Liao, do you like flowers?
I guess so. It's a long way up here. If anything, it's a nice idea to bring them back as souvenirs for this trip.
He's going to get you flowers at some point.
I zip the backpack back up. The bag's kind of full already. Are the flowers really floating around inside?
I was pretty sure this was Senpai's bag. Why'd you zip it up?
Because he was so stunned. That's what I just said.
I guess.
I just go over and do the thing because you're dead on the ground or something.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll end up getting crushed during the walk home anyway. I'm not so sure, but Leopard's face remains unchanged, so I guess it's okay. Well, now that we've got our souvenirs, we should head back, right?
But it's still so early.
Are there any more places to see?
There were a lot of trails. We could always try that trail over there, and see if
Specifically.
it leads us to any pretty places. I could bloom more trees for you. I mean, I'd get tired, but
I guess Senpai's idea isn't bad, but it took ages for us to get here. I'm just worried about going out too far at this point. The paths are well marked, but I'm still afraid of getting lost. We don't really know where those paths go, and we'll be in big trouble if it gets dark and we can't find our way back.
it's just a bit past midday.
How long do you think we're gonna take?
Also, though,
Do you go for a long time?
how long do you go?
Oh my god.
How long can you go? How long will you go?
How about I throw you down the mountain and we'll find out? I just don't want to go too far from the metro station.
Yeah, you're right. Getting lost out here would suck. But since we have extra time, we can catch the metro back and still go and check out some of the shops before dinner.
Yeah, sure. Fine. I'm fine with compromise. It's okay. Senpai and I plan our trip back down the mountain. As we backtrack our steps on the map, none of us mention our encounter with that weird god of soil. I wonder if it was awkward for all of them, too.
Going socially.
I finally consider your feelings.
Socially, this is what he's saying would essentially be what they're doing. Even if all of them go, well, no, it's not that. It would be promising to, with two of them, do a lifelong thing with them, for them.
Yeah, just a bit.
And even if Leopard Cat says that that's not the case, there's really a level of, but I like you.
Hello.
Try not to sneeze, sorry.
I'm
gonna sneeze.
I
right
looked
in
away
the
for
mic.
2 seconds, and my friend's suddenly going, and I'm like, what?
All right, everyone ready to head back to the station?
I start packing up the remains of our picnic. Afterwards, we head off back down the mountain.
I'm pretty sure we'd already packed up the remains of our picnic. Like, that was the thing where we got all the trash and everything?
I know! I'm like,
It's
why?
okay. We packed up the other continuing remains, the ones we didn't do
Maybe
the first
we
time.
started packing up and then
And
we got
didn't finish.
interrupted. So the pathways were narrow here, so we end up walking single file. Walking in a line doesn't make it easy to strike up a conversation, but I guess all of us had something to think over in our heads after today. It really was a lot quieter than on the way up this morning, but words to start a nice conversation just couldn't come to me.
Aw.
Ragu. Sauce man.
Sauce, I am hungry.
Sauce dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You saucy,
It's
saucy
the dragon
man.
sauce.
Alright, whoa. Do the other yaoguai really think that I'm just keeping these 3 around just to take advantage of them?
I mean, the 3 are literally not contributing anything to you that you're aware of.
I'm also just like, you've told them to leave.
Uh-huh.
Like, I still am like, I'm not feeling this. I'm like, no, this is silly. You're trying to make the character / the actual player feel bad for, you need to make a decision. I literally can't. I also had, the character themselves has already said, please, go away.
And the thing is we've now been saddled with, you need to be responsible for the fact that they're hanging around you, when at the beginning of the game, we literally told all of them to leave.
go away!
And the very first choice was, we can't get them to leave, which is our preference for them to leave, and we told them to leave. So now we have to figure out the bed.
Ah, that doesn't stop. I mean, I don't know any of these yaoguai, so why should I care what they think? That doesn't stop me from feeling annoyed over everything they think about me, though. But I do care about how these 3 feel. Do they think that I'm just keeping them around because of some selfish wish to have them all to myself? Probably not. Or at least I don't think they do. Definitely not Senpai. After all, he's the one always trying to make everything about romance. Not me. I am content
Additionally,
to look at the
though,
spice.
you're using all of them. None of them, like I said, are contributing anything that Liao can perceive. Like, they might be adding protection, and, you know, of course, you know, Tiger is basically scaring off potentially other spirits and things like that, and keeping you safe in the spirit world. But at the same time, it's not something that Liao can perceive as benefiting his life. What he's done is spend a lot more money, have a lot less sleep, be a lot more uncomfortable, have to think about them in a lot more situations, drain himself socially, change his lifestyle. I'm not saying they're bad, but going, you're taking advantage of them. How? They're not contributing.
Well, and it's also kind of like, I feel like that's, like, it's an unfortunate, like, comparison of going friendship behavior versus not friend. Because you could make the argument that they're giving him, like, their time and their attention.
But
those
that
seems
things aren't
terrible.
specifically something he wants, though.
And that's also true, too. So I'm like, I'm not...
It's not that they're not going out of their ways, but again, it's not equal. Just because I give you something doesn't mean you benefit from it or that you want it.
Right?
And one of the things that I've had that people levy against each other.
This is a gift! Why aren't you accepting it? Fuck you. And you're like, because it's a gift and I have the choice whether or not I want to take it or interact with it. What?
It's that sort of thing that we've talked about before, where sometimes people will leverage against you, but I've done something for you, so you owe me. And
Right.
going, it doesn't matter. If I didn't want that thing, I catcalled you. I gave you a compliment on the street. Why aren't you paying attention to me? I didn't ask for or want that compliment. Thank.
Right? You're like, I wore this for me.
Anyway, it feels awkward.
Yeah, it's kind of trying to make me want to like... Oh, but I guess it would be true that by not deciding anything with him, he just ends up trying to please me. Trying to make me want to like him.
But he's also doing it in a way of going, make me want to like you. I want you to like me under my terms, with my interests, with what I like.
And also, as the character has observed, he seems to apparently do that to a lot of people. Though we're not exactly sure about it. Like, the character is kind of willing to go like, well, I'm not entirely sure, but there is a level of like, this is the expectation. Senpai is just a flirt. Like,
So it's not really special that he flirts with me.
right? Tiger and Leopard wouldn't like think like that, would they? Tiger knows me. He knows my troubles. He knows my likes, but even then he says he's not interested in romance. He just doesn't speak enough for me even to take a guess as to what he's thinking about. I really do hope he doesn't think I'm using him. I mean, he's like, I am your guardian. This is what I do. I'm
Also,
here for you.
I mean, dude, you never gave him any offerings of any kind or even an awareness of him or helped him with any of his interests before you could see him.
I know.
So I think you are contributing back to Tiger.
Right? I should ask him what he really thinks, if I get the chance. I look around towards the 3 of them, walking single file down this narrow and winding mountain path. Some distance separates each of us. Would this be a good time to ask them? But how am I gonna do it? It's embarrassing, but I've just gotta suck it up and go for it.
All right, so we are going to save here, yeah?
Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna save here. We're gonna pause here. So you guys will get to wait. Alright,
We
and
will,
so
we
will
will
we
cover
too.
this next week. It has been lovely having all of you, I say, but we are out of time.
Yes.
And I feel like this is a good stopping point because this is going to start a whole nother, like, basically arc.
Yeah, it really is. So, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. If you like what we do, hey, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos if you're having a good time with us. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon. We have some links in the description down below, even though that's not necessarily on the stream right now. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.